Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hopefully my levels are good there. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hopefully you can hear me there. Gonna try my best to whisper but still be somewhat loud. I'm gonna try my best to whisper but still be somewhat loud. Gonna talk in these dulcet, smooth, low tones. Hopefully you can hear me. What's going on, stream chat? What's going on, people? Welcome back to day three of the Random Show 31-day marathon. What's going on, people? How are you doing? So glad to have you here today. Episode number 455 of the Random Show. Day 3 of 31. Day 3 of 31. 455. What's going on, people? How you doing? Apologies for the lateness, but I just got back from the gym. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Just got back from the gym. No shower just yet. Feeling a little bit musty and stinky, but we're gonna run through with the content. Then I'm gonna shower. Then I'm gonna sleep. So let's just get right on into it. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up everybody tuning in. Appreciate you. Big up those of you that joined me earlier on today for a good little marathon that we did. You know, a little daytime random show, a little daytime Taz, and now here we are, nighttime random show to end an epic day of back to back content. Hopefully you have enjoyed. As I keep mentioning on these blood clutch streams, we're trying to hit 500 members by the end of the 31 days. So if you want to become a member, there's a link in the description for you to become a member. You could also gift the membership and all of that good shit. Easy enough to fucking understand. You know what to do. Click the links, blah 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 blah. Obviously there's also more links in the description too, such as my link tree and other bits and bobs you can find about me. And of course, if you want to join the Discord and get talking to your fellow chatters in a more intimate fashion, in a more private fashion, in a more fun fashion, jump over on the Discord and hang out with some of the people over there. Yeah, all right, cool. Bless. Let's just get straight into it because I've been holding you up for long anyway. No more intro. Let's just roll into it. New retroactive video just dropped. A new retroactive video just dropped. So let's react to that one. Big up Blood Clot Retroactive. As you can see, this is the channel. Retroactive. Brendan Shaw and Brian Callen are losing it. Let's hear what Retroactive has to say about Brendan and Brian losing it.
I mean, that's a giant dong. And
you know, if that horse bucks,
yeah.
Now he's to the side. And
Okay. I
There's
remember
it's
this.
barely dripping. No, Jay, that's pretty.
I remember this.
Well,
Yeah, I remember this. We spoke about this before, didn't we? Where Chin got up bestiality porn, innit? The podcast was dying. Is on its last legs. Chin got up some bestiality, and they were doing a play-by-play of some bestiality porn. Thankfully, Chin blurred most of it, so we couldn't see it, but they were getting very graphic on the descriptions, and it sounded like they were enjoying watching every single minute of it. So yeah, big up Tfatk. Bestiality porn, no comedy, but plenty of bestiality porn, plenty of Sydney Sweeney talk, plenty of politics talk, but no comedy.
now they're just being openly insane. Sweet. What a transformation to full-blown horse lady, Shorban Callan. Looking up that and then mentioning Jeffrey the Island Boy right after two. Goddamn. From one innocent creature to the next, in a hot garage in Texas. Did anyone have that on their Fighter and the Kid redact bingo? It's beating a dead horse, not Jesus Christ. Probably the funniest part is Chin, the producer, forgetting to blur the beginning of the search. I don't think YouTube likes those search terms being unblurred, mate, but good luck to you. Fellow assassin Whitney Cummings owns a horse and cleans it without gloves. Holy hell, help is needed. Then the next episode we follow up with Brian and Brendan admitting to some of their favorite hobbies.
I didn't date her long, and she was, she had my wiener in her mouth.
Yeah.
She was performing, and she took a thumb and stuck it right up my.
You're like, this is great.
I don't know, it's just like, I think recently I've noticed Brian's been overly horny on Tfatk. I have noticed an increase in Brian horny talk, which is making me wonder, is his eye wandering? Is he getting bored of his second wife? or is he just falling back into old habits? But I'm curious because he was accused of rape, innit, right? He lost his entire career off the back of essentially being too horny. You'd think he'd be a little bit more cautious and watch his fucking, you know, watch his steps and stuff and not be so reckless and stuff, but he seems to not give a F. So I wonder if this is because he's, you know, maybe got some reassurances that he's going to be back acting. Maybe he's got a wandering eye and he's getting a bit bored of his second wife. Maybe he's just, you know, reverting back to form. I don't know, but I have noticed in the last couple of episodes, last few episodes, there's been an increase in Callan horn talk. From the time he came back from that place he went with his, I think with his family, and he saw those college girls and he was literally bouncing up and down on a chair with excitement, thinking about all their short skirts and how pretty they looked and shit, to this type of conversation where he's reminiscing about old flings and what they used to do to him sexually and stuff. I don't know, man. Callan's going through something. I don't know if this is what happens when you get older, where you just start reminiscing about all your past conquests and stuff, but something's going on with Callan. Something's going on with Callan.
Now, I wonder what a guy's thumb feels like, right?
Well,
Because that's the next step in that
is that the next
conversation. Yeah. Female skinny thumb.
You got a
what
hell
if
of a
we
thumb.
widen this thing up?
Well, as the GOAT Jeff Dye once said,
So, why don't you leave us alone and give us a little respect?
let them do their art, guys. You just don't get it.
okay. But good for Neil. Been fighting for a minute, and he looks really good. Was that 85 or 70?
Yep, that's a grown man stuffing Zin wrappers in the couch.
Again, how hard would it be? Just think about this, right? Remember when I said, oh, why doesn't he just have a little bin next to him? He could even incentivize himself by having a little fake basketball hoop on the rim of the bin so he can kind of aim that way. But forget all that. I just realized something. Why doesn't he just stick the fucking empty Zins inside one of these fucking tins of rain energy drink he has on the desk next to him? For sure one of those cans has been finished or is nearly halfway finished. Just dump all your fucking Zins in there. Is it really that difficult? Why does he have to fucking stuff them inside of the couch? And like I said before, this isn't Thick Boy Studios in LA, which was a, you know, what you call it, an office space building thing, whatever. It was, you know, it was a multi-use space, right? Big warehouse, but people rent different studios in there. And they had a cleaner that came every, I'm assuming when they closed up at, you know, sometime during the day, there was a cleaner that came once a day to kind of clean, you know, all of the offices and shit. So you could afford to stuff your Zins in the couch because there'd be a cleaner to make sure everything was clean the next day anyway. That's why the kitchen, even though Brendan used to piss in it, didn't smell of piss because there'd be a cleaner cleaning all the time. By the way, God bless all the fucking cleaners that were cleaning that fucking sink, cleaning that fucking kitchen every fucking day and clearly smelling urine coming from that sink. They must have been so happy when fucking Brendan eventually moved out. But they don't have cleaners. So that couch is going to be full of like dried up, stinky, wet fucking Zins in the couch. It's fair enough, it's only Brendan sitting in there, no one's going to sit in that seat. But surely it shouldn't be that hard to just dump your used Zins in the empty cans right next to you. It shouldn't be that difficult, surely, right?
At least I hope it's the wrapper and not the actual nicotine gum he's sticking into a couch
definitely the
like
gum.
Bart Simpson. The CT just keeps on swimming, mate. We also had UFC fighter Renato Moicano call out Brendan for being the funniest comedian on God's green earth.
Think yourself as dumb. Think the people that watch the Brandon Shelby show on YouTube, the comedian, the special. That's terrible. Okay.
Calling him Brendan Schwabi in that accent is so fucking good too, man. It makes him sound extra redacted, doesn't it? When he says Brendan Schwabi in that Brazilian Portuguese accent, it's fucking great. Schwabi.
Brother, even I can do better than that, brother. And I don't even speak English, and I can be funnier than you.
And Brendan blew out both of his nuts, responding.
Was you'd be surprised. Well, first of all, I've already moved on in my life, dude. And second of all, that's not original. That's so weak. You're making a reference from fucking 12.
Reverence, you know, you're making a reverence. Imagine him being the deciding. Imagine him being the decider of which insults are valid or not, right? He's basing insults based on time elapsed. He's basing insults whether on originality, and then he messes up and can't say reference and says reverence. Fucking hell.
Years ago, typical Chat GBT. How do I talk shit to Brendan Schaub?
Chat
Here it is.
GBT.
He's dumb.
Chat GBT. I just realized that, by the way, because of the fucking annotations. I didn't realize you said Chat GBT. Oh man, this guy's fucking brilliant. I swear to God, he's so good, man. Chat GBT. He literally mispronounces and gets everything wrong, doesn't it? It's just incredible, incredible. And Callan just sits there like a good little cuck and doesn't correct him. Never corrects him. It's actually chat cheat. It's actually chat. He just sits there. He just sits there looking at him like, God Almighty.
He's a meathead. But to get your message out, you have to go on another man's show to reach me.
Says the guy that went on Rogan almost 100 times and has nothing to show for it. Basically, Shorb took a payout from the UFC lawsuit, Moicano didn't. It's no secret Dana White pays his fighters horrendously and loves his gambling, big salary.
You have a gun?
Pick up some disease.
Great reverence for Mahano using ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Actually, talking about reverence, do you guys remember when he used to fuck up? What was that movie with? Was it the Reverend? The movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where he gets mauled by a bear and stuff. Do you guys remember when that came out? That was a big deal as well. When that movie came out, he kept fucking up the fucking title of that movie. I forgot what he was saying, but I'm pretty sure he kept fucking up the title of that movie. I think it's called Reverend, right? And he was calling it something else. Maybe he called it reference. Maybe he just switches it. And when he means to say reference, he says reverend. When he means to say reverend, he says reference. So it's like, you know, he gets them the wrong way around. But I'm revenant. That's it. Big up Jordan Ray. I'm pretty sure there was a thing about that, right? Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me 1 second here. Let me see if I can find it. But I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure it was here. Let me see if I can find it. But was it Revenant? I said, right? Revenant. Was it Revenant? You said? Revenant. Big up Jordan Ray. Appreciate you. Bad boy. Revenant. Let's see. No, nothing there. Okay, there's nothing. Oh shit, there's nothing there. There's nothing. I can't see nothing there. The Reverend. Okay, cool. Maybe he said Reverend. Let's see if we can find that Reverend. Rev. How do you spell that? Maybe he spelled it Reverent instead of Revenant. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Maybe that's he fucked up that way. Reverent. There we go. Let's see if we got anything with Reverend. Hate to tell you about people in LA. There we go. Here, maybe this. Is it? Instead of calling the Revenant.
World. Yeah. There's so much more going on. Dude, come to LA. You want to see a real celebrity? They look at me like I'm fucking trash around here. They look at me like I'm a turd with eyes. I can't get into restaurants. Like what, bitch? We had Leonardo DiCaprio in here. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Talking about the guy from The Reverend. Get the fuck out of my face.
There we get it. Revenant. There we have it. Reverend.
In my face. Bring your.
Oh, so good. So good. One more
Reverend.
time.
Get the fuck out of my face. Here. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Talking about the guy from The Reverend. Get the fuck out of my face. Bring your.
Anything more from that? Do we get anything more from that? Let's see this unhinged fake laugh. What's this one about?
You two love home workouts.
No, I hate them.
Because you have a Bally's in your fucking houses. like
It's
fuck both of you guys.
Okay, I don't know what that was about. Brendan with another Netflix caliber tale. Note how he realizes how dumb it sounds, so he adds a bit at the end about helping Bradley 2 years ago. What? Bradley Cooper?
Has some regulation.
Or Bradley Martin?
But I made a buddy. I won't say what branch he's in, but he works for the city. And because they were trying to shut down my shows because I was getting ready for my special during the start of the pandemic, and I need to run my hour. So the Haha in North Hollywood stayed open for me.
Yeah.
So I'd have sold out shows there twice a week for weeks.
The Haha stayed open specifically for me. And he had weekend after weekend of sold out shows. I have a feeling this didn't happen. I have a feeling this did not happen.
And then that got noticed because I was blasting all over social media just like you were doing with your gym. So then they tried shutting it down. But then because the guy was dealing with you and me, he's like, listen, I support you and Bradley, man. He was like, they're going to call me here. He's like, I'll make sure And he's like, if Bradley has any issues, I'll make sure you guys are good. I was like, really? He's like, I'll make sure you're good. He's like, you won't get shut down. I was like, really? He's like, you won't get.
Look at the silence. You see the silence? Like, what? What are you talking about? Someone that was helping him out was helping out. What? That Bradley doesn't do stand up, does he?
Shut down.
They were
pretty cool.
gunning for my ass.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They didn't like
That's why I
it.
said, I was like, we could use this help for Bradley.
That's so
2 years
stressful to
from
go
now.
through,
Yeah.
dude.
It was stressful.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You gotta love Brendan and his lies. Absolutely brilliant.
Salary, so Brendan's right to take the payout. The funny part really is how worked up Brendan got, making points that
Yeah, I saw that. Big up Asad Aziz. I saw that. I think I saw that. I think it was a motorbike accident, right? Some sort of motorbike accident or something like that. Yeah, I saw that. Big up Asad Aziz.
don't make much sense. And saying none of it's original might be true, but we all know Brendan will never respond to the lawsuits. Busting Chin's neck allegedly. How about the funeral flex selfie?
So
Sink
good,
juicing.
so good,
Or what
so
about the many trucks that were warped? It really is an endless rabbit hole.
It's like
Powerful
a movie like Denzel
bunch.
Washington.
Big up.
Baba takes so many L's. I almost forgot about the time the DA was recalled and he had to cancel his show.
Oh, mate, that was a good one. Hold on, bear me 1 second here. I gotta quickly get this fucking window sorted. Bear me 1 second. Big up Casey. Big up Blood Clot Casey. I appreciate it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Casey. Hold on 1 second. Let me just get. So I'm a little bit ill prepared over here. Got my windows not sorted out the right way. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Cool. What did you say there? Big up KC. Bubba takes so many L's. I almost forgot about the time the DA recorded and he had to cancel his shows. Yo, that might be one of my favorite lies. My favorite lie of Brendan's still, my favorite lie of Brendan's, hands down still, is the Moon Tower Comedy Festival headliner, right? Headlining Moon Tower Comedy Festival. That might be my favorite fucking lie of his. My favorite lie of his, that he purposely misinterpreted the fact that his name was in bold on the flyer and he took it for him being a headliner when he knew he wasn't a headliner, but he kept running with it in order to kind of sell tickets and to kind of get his name out there. Eventually, the people on Tfatk summoned it, called his bluff and started calling the organizers of the Moon Tower Comedy Festival to clarify if he was a headliner or not. They clarified that he wasn't, and said he's performing in some tent, like a satellite tent, away from the main sort of like place, the main tent, the main front, whatever. Then I think that gig, if I'm not mistaken, that particular tent he was in required him to sell a certain number of tickets for him to perform. He didn't sell those tickets, and then last minute he cancels. Such a good lie, man. Honestly, such a fucking entertaining lie. Like, he knew he was lying. He didn't want to let it go. Honestly, I fucking loved it. Let me actually see if I can get the, is it DA record, right? Let me see if I can find it on the Reddit. Bear with me 1 moment here, because someone got a clip of the DA record one. Honestly, so fucking good, man. That lie, honestly. I love when the fucking Reddit gets involved and calls him out on shit and like contacts people. Like, do you remember the lie where he lied he had a collaboration with Specialized, or the collaboration with Carhartt, and they contact Carhartt and get Carhartt to send him a cease and desist? Let's see if I can find it. DA record. Okay. Someone must have the DA record one, right? Hold on, bear with me a second here. Let's. I've got this, right? This is my search. I just put DA record. Let's see what videos do they have here. What's this? DA record, no problem. What's this one about?
So you could do comedy tours. People are doing comedy tours now. You can have that at clubs, and you can get a sponsor to wrap it. Like, who sponsors this? Like Monday
Rain,
diet. I'm going to be on Diet Monday. Yeah, they could wrap it, and
Diet
you could tour.
Monday.
You could play 3 clubs at the same time, and you could see the people in the front row and talk to them. You can do your meet and greets like that. You can sell things.
There's insane.
Yeah, you can put a QR code if people want to get the discount.
You know what? You know what I didn't realize at the time? How drunk he looked. How like always hungover he looked. I didn't realize at the time, but he's clearly hungover here, isn't it? I never realized how like constantly drunk he must have been back then. Which is why if I was Chin and I had this guy lecturing me about not drinking anymore, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, bro. You only stopped drinking because of Ozempic. I forgot how fucking buzzed, how smashed he used to be every single fucking day.
To something,
And we don't have to track.
Like, look,
No!
Planes?
Look, you can be on stage with
he's clearly hungover. Like that's a very hungover guy.
somebody, and that was Andy Kindler at JFL.
That's fucking crazy.
The box can go anywhere. It's just an iPhone and an app.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him, man. That guy needs a cold shower. He needs a duvet. He needs a fucking pillow. He needs a pillow. He shouldn't be up right now.
That's insane.
So, and you can be, we're all over the place, all over the world.
God damn.
We have these boxes in Japan, in Taiwan, and
Go back. No DA record. I want to see the DA record thing. Oh, Chin makes tacos. You guys remember this video? Do you guys remember this video? Chin makes tacos. Do you guys remember this? Do you guys remember this? Menudo tacos. Do you guys remember the menudo tacos? Fucking hell.
Menudo taco? I did.
Do you guys remember this fucking heater? Big up Chris Mack in the stream chat. Big up Young Old Vibes. Big up Chris Mack. Big up Young Old Vibes. Big up Micah Mills. Well, go on Micah Mills. Big up Liche. What's good? What's good? Big up Coil in the stream chat. Big up James Blank. I see you. Big up John.
One of these cans. So I drained this out as much as I could, took out as much hominy as I could, and this is what I'm left over with. This is guacamole I made.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
With this, hopefully it's not bad.
Imagine living in LA, bro. People in the stream chat. People in the stream chat. People in the stream chat. Imagine living in LA and buying guacamole seasoning mix to make your fucking guacamole. Imagine living in LA where you can probably get avocados the size of your fist. All types of seasoning in stores. Fresh seasoning. And you're buying seasoning mix to make your guacamole. Utterly useless.
Backwards, it probably is. And these are 0 net carb.
You have a gun?
Big up Salaziz.
What's worse, Chin's cooking or his music?
Definitely the cooking. Because the music, like, I hate the music, but I listen to music, right? A lot of people that don't mind Chin's music, I think don't listen to music, and they listen to like comedy music and shit, like the 10-minute podcast. Oh, by the way, did you guys what happened with 10 minutes of Shorb? Did those guys do? I saw a post on the Reddit. They said they were gonna do like a 24-hour Gringo Pappy thing. Did that happen? Like, I was like, what? Like, what did that mean? Did they watch Gringo Pappy on loop for 24 hours? So yeah, I think if you like parody songs, you'll like Chin, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. But it's subjective. But the food is the worst for sure. Of the music of the food is the worst. The food is horrendous. Oh, it's next month. Big up Tim W. It's next month. Okay, cool.
Tortillas, which we'll see about that. I'm warming up the tortilla over a flame like this, as I've been taught from my friends. Ay Dios mío. So this is what I have right now. A little drizzled cheese, and then this is the stomach lining. The tripe, menudo, and of course a giant bottle of...
LOL at this guy trying to pronouncing it in Spanish to make it sound better. Tripe, menudo, queso. Brother, it looks like pure dog shit, mate. No amount of fucking rolling of the R's is gonna make that fucking taco look fucking edible.
Of Cholula. This is what it looks like before it goes down the hatch. Look at that. Stomach lining. And here we go.
What possessed him to make this, man? Stomach lining and fucking guacamole. And for sure, knowing Chin as well, maybe in an actual Mexican restaurant, if they gave you tripe in a taco with some guac, it would taste good. But I'm all but certain that tripe was like 2 days old, you know? Or maybe it was like defrosted and left outside for like a week or something. It's probably gamey and rank as fuck.
Of course it's delicious.
Yeah, sure, but pretty gamey, not gonna lie. How is it delicious? Look at them. You can't lie. You can't hide it. You can tell it's not tasty.
Give it a shot.
Jesus Christ.
Have you ever made a menudo taco?
Oh, honestly, man, this guy, bro. If he ends up getting married and has kids, I'll be so surprised, man. I'll be so shocked. it'll be one of the most surprising things that ever happened ever. Where's the DA thing? No one's got the DA thing clip here. Someone must have the DA record. What's this one? Brendan reached out to fucking Lucia Gomez for advice how to deal with the haters. Really?
Well, that's because Brendan
happened?
Schaub, who we're having on Skankfest, he hit me up being like, "Hey, dude, how did you like deal with like your troll? I heard you had like a lot of trolls and like." And I was like, dude, you gotta just like
ignore it.
You gotta embrace it because he gets like.
Oh, by the way, I did check the Legion of Skanks Reddit, and they're getting a lot of hate today or these last few weeks because I guess the Gas Digital site went down again. I think they were updating it. There was some sort of update to Gas Digital, and it hasn't been working for a while, and people haven't been able to watch the like exclusive premieres on there. And people on Reddit complaining because there's always tech issues with it. And Lucia Gomez put out a statement about working on the thing, and if this is what happens when you're doing something and working with like, so so it seems like Lucia Gomez gets hate for incompetence and just idiocy, and then I guess Brendan gets hate because he's a literal redact. So they're probably two peas in a pod.
He gets killed by his subreddit. Right? So he was like, hey dude, he was like, what do you do about this? And I was like, well, dude, first of all, I'm the leader of the people who are trolling you on your subreddit. I have 5 secret accounts that I personally troll you with. So
he doesn't do this anymore, by the way. He doesn't do this anymore. When he was doing this, Rogan completely iced him out of the JRE. He completely iced him out, and then as soon as he started sucking off Brendan again, he got welcomed back into the fold. So he learned his lesson. Don't publicly insult Brendan online. If Rogan sees it, he's gonna fucking cut you out.
I am Heisenberg. Hello. I am your Heisenberg.
No, but yeah, I think you have to almost just fucking take the hit.
Yeah.
Or either ignore it or laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is I think the secret with trolls just in general. If you either ignore it completely or fucking laugh at it, but if you start blocking or getting angry, or
you're just throwing gasoline on a fire.
Going back at people like fucking, it's such a crazy fucking way.
Big up Chris Mack. The Gas Digital site has literally never worked. I was trying to give them money and it wouldn't let me. The funny thing is about it is that, like, I'm not a fan personally, but when I keep saying stuff like, oh, these comedians are really fucking lazy and they don't try and do things and make all this money and they don't really invest it in back in what they do and offer something different, you have to give him ratings for at least trying to create that platform, right? And not just doing it off of, because you could easily just run Gas Digital off of Patreon. There's no need to build your own site and host your own videos and stuff. That quite requires a lot of work. So I give him a lot of credit for trying to do something like that and, make things a bit different. Have exclusive content on there and shit, probably early access to tickets for Skankfest, great. But it's gotta work, man. You know what I mean? People nowadays are just not gonna have it. Like if it crashes a few times, you're probably gonna get people never coming back again. That's a problem nowadays. People don't have that sort of patience. They're not gonna, even if you're bootstrapping it, they're not gonna just hang around because you're trying to figure something out. If it doesn't work immediately, they're just gonna go somewhere else. So it kind of is what it is, I guess. But I would assume as well, it's just not an easy thing to run. I can't imagine the amount of money it must cost, how expensive it must be to host your own videos and shit, all that malarkey. And not just because, again, I don't know, I'm guessing he probably prefers the better splits because it's less of processing fee and shit, just you said. But he should just run Gas Digital on Patreon. That would be just the easiest way to do it. But maybe he doesn't want to do it on there. Pick up Lucia Gomez. Anyway, let's go back to the video. I keep forgetting. I keep fucking hell. ADHD brain.
I'm in the hotel room and you got a bar there.
Yeah.
I go in Charleston, you got tits everywhere.
Who's that?
And that leads to...
Who's that?
We know what that leads to.
It leads to you going home. It leads to you getting in a car and going, have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not...
I'm a sober man right now.
It's depressing. Yeah, you don't want...
Okay? I'm a family man. I got a 6 a.m. flight.
No.
And I'll see you later. And thank you for the attention.
You're playing on the road for that reason now.
Thank you.
I can't handle it, brother.
Thank you for the attention.
I'm a disciplined dude, but I can only take some one man.
There we go, a reference to the old truck walk unintentionally. Brendan's whole I don't give in to temptation bit ending with I had to quit the road because of temptation. Well, 10 out of 10. Was it that or being the goat at stand-up? We'll never know. Definitely no truck walking went on though. Brendan Schaub is a loyal husband who definitely did not give away what he's trying to hide. No.
Wait.
Imagine that, man. Imagine having to quit stand-up comedy because you're cheating on your wife too much. the money wasn't worth the amount of times you were cheating on her. Even she can handle it, because I do believe that him and Slojo had like a silent agreement that he could be on the road, do what he needs to do, but as long as he didn't embarrass her publicly, it was fine. I think so. As long as he kind of gave her a card to buy what she wanted, her fucking yearly trips to Las Vegas with her girlfriends and shit. I think they had a kind of silent agreement. You're a boy, you're a man, you're going to be on the road, you're going to do what men do, but just don't embarrass me when you come home. And then, of course, he embarrassed her when he came home and did some very public things that obviously I'm assuming some of the trolls hit her up for and probably DM'd her screenshots and all this malarkey. And eventually it all came to a head. So that might be the actual real reason why he quit stand-up. Not because he didn't sell tickets, but because his wife read in the riot act and gave him an ultimatum. If you continue stand-up, I'm going to divorce you. And under California law, she'd get half. Or if you quit stand-up, we can move to Austin. Fucking no. Big up Slojo. I think she's the one that wears the trousers in that relationship. She definitely runs that casa. I think so. She definitely runs Casa Shore.
Ocean, I'm 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're too
Ocean,
big.
check please.
Yeah, I did it 15 in the Mediterranean.
Check
waves
please.
were too big.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
nah,
Yeah, that's when it's exhausting, when you're constantly fighting all that
can't
shit.
do it.
Yeah, check
I'm
please.
just not good at it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, check please.
Yeah, I'm curious about that actually. Big up Asada Z's. I had no idea. Does Ozempic lower your libido? Let's find out. Does Ozempic lower your libido? Labubu. Ozempic medication, primarily used for type 2 diabetes, can potentially affect libido in some individuals, though the effects can be varied. Some individuals report a decrease in libido while others experience an increase. I don't think so personally. I just think, he was given an ultimatum. I don't think the Ozempic neutered him in it. Ozempic neutered him. So he stopped cheating. Hilarious.
So there it is.
My boy Blake sent me this. It's so funny.
The name.
Oh, here it is.
All right.
Take this in, Chin.
Yep, we're really circling the drain now. Riveting stuff, guys. Check please indeed. But when you have hundreds of thousands of fans who like to throw back to your best moments, the drain is actually never ending.
That made me sad, but when he actually took his life, he was sober.
Yeah.
Like stone sober.
Damn.
But he must have his depression must have been that bad.
See, I feel, and I'm not speaking for you because obviously I've never gone through this.
You just know he's going to say something stupid, innit? You just know he's going to say something stupid.
Dad was around, but to me, I would almost feel better knowing that he was sober because it wasn't a decision he made under the influence.
Imagine interrupting some.
Jesus Christ. Like, it's almost like you can't be offended because you know he's dumb and you know he doesn't mean it in a bad way. But Jesus fucking Christ, man. You're having a reflective, sensitive moment where you're kind of remembering your father who passed away due to fucking, taking his own life and shit in tragic circumstances. And then Brendan comes in with common sense, I don't know, rational, clear, like what the fuck was that? Clear, I don't know what that was. Clear minded take. I don't know what he was trying to do there. At least he wasn't fucked up when he took his own life. That should make you happier. Like, what? What? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Someone talking about that. To flex about how you had a good dad. Holy. Shorb really is an amazing specimen that should be studied for the good of mankind. But somehow on top of it all, our resident mechanic Shorb really outdid himself this time.
Spent some of my UFC antitrust lawsuit check on a 2009 ZR1. It's a 6-speed, it's manual. I thought, probably not the best parent.
They must make a lot of money in it. Or he must make a lot of money to just blow some of that money on a fucking sports car that he's probably never going to drive that often. He's a bit of a homebody. He doesn't travel much. He doesn't have many friends. So he's buying this ZR1, which I'm assuming he's buying because of Rogan, by the way. Right? I'm pretty sure. Let's Google that, but I'm pretty sure Rogan's got one of those. Joe Rogan Corvette ZR1. I bet Rogan's got one of these. Does he have one? Yeah, exactly. There we go. There we fucking go. Of course it's a Rogan thing. Look at the videos. Of course it's a Rogan thing. America's best car ever. Joe Rogan on the Corvette ZR1. Oh my god, we should have known. We should have known. The Corvette purchase was
That's
a
preposterous.
Rogan.
That's a $4 million
that?
car. That's a Pagani. That's a monstrous vehicle. That's all great. That's all fast. But that can't with the new Corvette. The new Corvette ZR1 is one of the greatest cars the world has ever built. It's over 1,000 horsepower. 1,000! It does 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It's going to break all the records. It's probably going to break Nürburgring records. It hasn't even been released yet. It's a amazing car. It's the greatest American car ever. Because it's just real better than that stupid $5 billion car.
Do you think Brendan buys these things knowing that Rogan has them as a way to kind of get to talk to Rogan? Because maybe he doesn't have many subjects to talk to him about, or he feels kind of awkward hitting him up randomly. So as a conversation starter, he just goes and buys a car so he can have a conversation with Rogan, and maybe that conversation can lead to a, hey, do you want to come by the studio? Let's do a pod. I wonder if that's what he does. Like, that's a hell of a way to kind of get someone. That's a hell of a way to get someone's attention, isn't it? That's because I did read. Who is it? I did see on some. Was it a YouTube channel? I forgot what it was. Maybe it was a podcast. The host said that they got blocked by a girl, and I guess the technique now, if you want to hit somebody up, but you're blocked by them, is to send them a message via Cash App. On Cash App, there's like a notes feature when you send someone money, so you can send them a message along with the money you send them. So you can kind of get in contact with them, I don't know, to beg them to unblock you or whatever it may be. So if someone's blocked you via their phone on social, people are now resorting to sending messages through Cash App. I'm like, huh? If you have to go that far to get in contact with somebody or to get their attention, you might have to kind of look in the mirror and question whether or not you're stalking the person, whether or not this is harassment. You probably have to like take a minute there and really consider if what you're doing is all the way core. And you have to consider if you're Brendan spending however much he must have spent on that fucking vintage Corvette ZR1 to get Rogan's attention. Like is it really worth the investment to do that? Like,
Powerful bunch.
Big up some disease.
Rogan has so many cars, he mentions some to Brendan in passing, and Brendan makes that car his personality for a few months so he can spend time talking with paparazzi.
100%. I wonder if Brendan like searches on Google from time to time Rogan's cars and then just buys them randomly, whichever one is cheaper on that day, just buys them. Or maybe because they're actually friends, maybe Rogan has sent him a picture before of his collection, you know, like hey, don't share this, here's a picture of my collection of cars. And Rogan just like, you know, Brendan from time to time will look at them and check them up on fucking Auto Trade and see which one's going for the cheapest and buy it. Like, it's such a weird thing he's doing. Big up Young Old Vibes. I will block you on Cash App and file the HRO. Is fucking hilarious. But yeah, Brendan's an odd lad.
If I put them in this thing and drive all the way back to Austin, I mean, it's only like an hour and a half. It's just not smart.
Yep, that's the truck guy expert, Super Genius, telling us all about good parenting. Avoiding the whole driving a manual down the freeway is dangerous. Can this truck guy drive a manual? It isn't dirt and it's straight, so sure. Gears using the clutch, you bet.
By the way, wasn't he bragging the other day that if you buy a manual, no one's gonna steal your car because kids these days don't know how to drive manuals? But then he's afraid to drive his manual on a highway back home. Can you drive a manual or no? Can he drive a manual? I don't know. Judging by how he handles cars and just generally how he's like, I've got a feeling he doesn't know how to drive a manual. He used to drive manuals, but he probably hasn't driven a manual in a long time. Because I could imagine Brendan, right? I could imagine Brendan saying something along the lines of, "Oh, I work too hard to drive manuals." You know that saying you always say about, "Oh, Daddy works too hard to be eating tripe or whatever, or intestines." I bet you there was a time when, you know, he was really making money where he kind of looked down on people that drove manuals and saw it as like a poor thing. So I doubt he can drive manuals anymore. It probably was a smart decision not to drive that car back on the highway, to be fair.
Barely do that on a highway depending on traffic anyway. How does Brendan say these things and never even notice it? Doesn't make sense. A mystery for the ages. But wait, it gets better.
Our boy Rogan swears by marijuana. I'll tell you this right now. The idea that marijuana helps you be more creative, or you can take it and view the world in a different spectacle, all of that is bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's a gateway drug. That's not a...
By the way, someone said in the comments when I clipped this actually on my channel, originally, someone said, "Oh, what about CBD?" right? Because allegedly CBD helped to treat his kids' fucking seizures and shit, which is obviously a scam. So now he's anti-marijuana. Is he also anti-CBD? Or is he just, you know, anti-marijuana only? He's completely changed his tone, isn't it? And also, I remember there was an episode of The Fight Companion where he goes on there and he starts to act like, oh, he used to always smoke weed and stuff. Starts to be cool with Rogan and starts smoking it starts clearly smoking like someone that doesn't really smoke weed. So I wonder what's fucking changed. What's fucking changed to suddenly be like anti-marijuana, anti-legalization guy? Like, what's going on right now?
An understatement. And there's science on it and there's research on it that shows that kids that do marijuana before the age of 21, it makes you so much more stupider.
I've seen it.
More stupider. A miracle occurred. Shorb is right about it being best to avoid until your brain has fully developed. Very true. But this is coming from a guy who brags to Rogan about taking every substance under the sun. What about taking enough Adderall for an elephant? Does that make you more smarter?
Bro, I was taking 3 30-milligram Adderalls a day for
You take 10? You take 10, you're fucked.
That's a lot.
You take 10,
That's
you're
a
fucked.
lot.
20 is a lot.
Did you go to a doctor and they, like, for psychiatric
No, I was buying
help?
it.
No, he doesn't
dark
go to the
web.
doctor.
Dark web.
Don't do that. Don't say it. Say that off air.
Why?
Because people
I'm
get
living my
Because that's
truth.
highly...
And here he is recently selling the thing he hated all along apparently. But really this sudden flip sounds more like leakage from Shaw but Joe Rogan. He mocked kettlebells, ice baths, being really obvious with the, oh, I'm angry at my papa. Now it's Joe's favorite allowed only because I'm rich consumption. Thank you, Texas. Now just imagine Brendan finally gets another fight companion, and Joe goes on a rant about the endocannabinoid system and its benefits. Brendan will be glazing that knob so clean he'll turn into Willie Nelson. The joys of social camouflage. When you're in the business of likability, you get good at it. CBD, which ironically Brendan used to sell as the Thick Boy Truck giveaway merch supplement website thing they were running, is gone. I wonder what happened. Seemed like such an above-board business. And it's a CBD brand owner, which Brendan is in a lawsuit with, and Brendan even claimed CBD cured his son's seizures. What about the Tiger Thick Whiskey days or the nicotine?
Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Look at that face. Look at that face. Like, what the I wonder what, like, people say, right, that alcoholic period was him trying to get into Rogan's good books. No, him trying to get involved with Sober October. But I don't think that's true. I think he was going through something, but I wonder what it was. Was it to do with the Showtime deal not getting renewed? Why was he getting himself so blitz like this on the shows? I wonder what he was going through behind the scenes that was making him drink like this, because he was getting fucked up at work like every day. I'm surprised he didn't get pulled over, by the way, by the cops at any time, because he used to drive his kids to work buzzed out of his fucking face. Tiger Thick whiskey every fucking day, drinking Jameson's, by the way, Jameson's whiskey out of the bottle, taking Jameson straight to the fucking face, no ice, no mixer, no nothing. Like, yuck. Like, crazy fucking guy, man. Crazy fucking guy. But yeah, I miss that alcoholic period, man. Honestly, I miss it so much. I took it for granted. I didn't enjoy it the way I should have enjoyed it, and I miss it so. Anyway, big up Retroactive. Check out Retroactive. He's got a fucking sick channel. Always makes really good videos. Love his editing and stuff, and he's really funny as well. So make sure you check out Retroactive. That's the video. Brendan Schaub and Brian Kellan are losing it. Check out Blood Clot Retroactive. Cool. Let's move. Next clip I want to quickly talk about. Fucking what's his name? Josh Wolf sat down with Joey Diaz and they had a little conversation about comedy and shit that I want to talk about. I forgot the timestamp, so I'm gonna roughly scratch it, scrub it along the way and see if I can figure out what the timestamp was. But they had some interesting, they had a couple of interesting things to say about stand-up and the state of it at the moment, which I think you guys might be interested in. Let me just quickly see, maybe around, let's see here, 20.
No. And when that parrot started just, you were like, I'm gonna kill this fucking parrot. You're like, how?
They don't know really where to go. And I tell Lee constantly, this is just about getting funny right now.
Okay, cool. Let's go here.
Well, you always had coke in you. You were not a calm dude.
No.
And when that pair,
Yeah, this is a great episode, Colin. This was a goated episode. This was back like this is Church of what's happening. I'm surprised he hasn't been on sooner. Maybe because he doesn't live in New York, or he doesn't live on the East Coast. Josh Wolf, but they have great chemistry, obviously, because they're real friends. Literally, fucking Joe Diaz used to stay at fucking Josh Wolf's house and look after his kids and stuff when he was going through his fucking coke period. But this is a really good episode, man. This is a really fucking good episode. So big up Josh Wolf.
Started just you were like, I'm gonna kill this fucking parrot. You're like, how much? You don't have to pay me. No, I'm gonna kill this fucking parrot, dude. Listen to me. I was talking to you about this earlier, but we did comedy together when it was still just fun.
Listen, comedy is very fun. I mean, the new generation, it's got to be a nightmare for them because they're coming up knowing that if you get enough views on YouTube, somebody will hire you. If you, light your dick on fire on Instagram and get 3 million people, 10% of that is 300,000, right? 3 million, 300,000, 30,000, something like that. It's still enough people to rock and roll with. And they're all confused. They don't know really where to go. And I tell Lee constantly, this is just about getting funny right now. This area, this year 1 to year 12, is basically you listening, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, oh, really? You got a Netflix special? How great of you. Listen, it's not anybody else's journey. It's your journey. I was watching that stupid movie the other day.
He's right, though. That basically echoes what Mark Maron was talking about, isn't it? But it also made me think about my little journey when it comes to DJing. Because I remember when I was doing these streams, I think I had an epiphany. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do what these guys doing. Just, get famous or get clouded up online by doing other things like, streaming or podcasting and shit. And then use that fame to then do the things you actually want to do. Because you've got attention and whatever on you or following, people will let you just do stuff, right? Because you've got fucking clout and shit. But I wonder if nowadays the actual great way to go about things is just to focus on the craft. Like in my case, focus on DJing. If you're a comedian, focus on the fucking stand-up. And then obviously, which will also mean by default, you won't be doing crowd work stuff. You'll just be focusing on being funny, writing actual bits and shit. And that actually might be a better way of standing out, as opposed to trying to compete in this like content slop gladiator Olympics type of thing going on at the moment. That actually might be the better way to go about things. So it's funny that he's echoing and repeating the same sort of stuff that Mark Maron's saying it obviously in a far more nicer tone. I think Joe Diaz comes across in a much more better way, but he's basically saying the same thing that fucking Mark Maron said.
Which one?
And it made a lot of sense.
Yo, big up Brendan Mallory. Here's exactly what happened, AZ. BGL was his plug for not just Adderall, but also Xans and Oxycodone. He fired BGL and had no plug whatsoever, so to cope with his withdrawals, he would just drank whiskey. That is so true. That makes so much sense, innit? That makes so much fucking sense. Big up Brendan Murray. I never thought about it that way. Because yeah, BGL was a known fucking druggie, innit? Like he used to do everything. I think he did coke, he did all the pills and shit. I think there's one episode actually. What episode was that? Where he does like a cartwheel. I think some vlog and a baggie falls out of his pocket. Do you guys remember that? Big up BGL, man. Fucking legend. Big up Luana as well. Or Luena. Luena, how you say her name? Big up her. Fucking legend. But I'm pretty sure I remember there was a clip of BGL doing something, hanging, I don't know, fucking around with those guys. He did a cartwheel and a baggie fell out of his pocket. Fucking legend. And I think I remember him also talking quite openly about going on the dark web and buying drugs from dark web markets and shit. Like he was always yapping about all that shit. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Brendan Mallory, that's a fucking on point observation. On point.
Sense to me. Full Metal Jacket. Listen to what the Marines teach you. This is my rifle. There's many like it, but this one is mine. Okay, listen to those words. But this one is mine. This is your journey. Whether you're fucking a ballet, stand-up, jiu-jitsu, karate, whatever you're doing, it's your journey. Once you start comparing it to Lee's or Josh's or Nick, that's where your journey ends. And that's what I have to remove from the younger generation of comedy. That everybody's moving at a different pace right now. And dog, when I got to LA, The first 6 months, those were the most hurtful feelings of my life.
How come?
Because you were going to this place to see a guy that was on TV. I was raised in comedy that if you were on TV on a sitcom, you were not just funny on stage. You were a dangerous fucking man. Okay? I would go see all those guys that were on TV shows those days, and I would rip their hearts out the first 3 minutes. They couldn't even run with me. And that's what gave me confidence. I'm like, these guys aren't as funny as I fucking thought. And then there were guys that just picked up roles in movies that you were like, he's a lot better than me because he was in a movie. Then you went to see him and you're like, this guy blows. This guy blows. This is terrible fucking comedy, you know? You don't have that. Like, you can't gauge yourself with that no more. Listen, I could be the best actor in the world, go into an audition now, and if I don't have 300,000 people on Instagram and a guy less than me has 10 million, he gets the role.
But you know what else that we didn't have to deal with that they kind of do? Because there wasn't, especially when we first started, dude, there was no, like, carrot.
I just don't understand why some people just can't do both. I guess it's harder to say, it's easier said than done. But I don't know why. If you're somebody online and you do comedy and you have a bit of a following, why you can't just do both? Why can't you utilize your follow? Why can't you take advantage of your following to get yourself better gigs, but then also write good jokes or focus on your craft or practice and go up a lot, right? Do a lot of spots. Why is it that people have all the big? Why is it the people that with the followings, you know, the Schultzes, the fucking, you know, the Rogans of the world and shit, all these people, the Theos to a certain extent, why is it that all these people that have followings for their podcasts and they're well known, why is it that they all revert to being quite lazy when it comes to kind of honing their craft and getting funnier and shit? Why do they take a focus away from that? What you would think, if you don't have to worry too much about promotion, if you don't have to worry about too much, you know, people not buying tickets and shit, you can just focus on delivering or practicing or putting into practice or figuring out a fucking dope ass show for your fucking fans. But they don't normally do that. They actually tend to do the opposite, you know. The more successful they are off stage, the less effort they put into their stage performance. Weird, isn't it?
Of, oh, if you do this, you could make a shit ton of money tomorrow. So we took a real slow drip approach to the learning because that's what it was. It was it was all about spots and only about spots because there was nothing else. Right now, it's not just spots. It's spot content, likes, all this other shit that we didn't have
so
to
your
focus
focus is on being funny and writing.
This is what I'm saying.
That's it.
This is what I'm saying.
Your focus was on being funny and writing.
But our only goal, dude, was to be comedians. It wasn't to be internet famous.
No, there was no internet fame.
It was just to be comedians.
There was none of that.
It was
shit.
different. It was different.
But still, like I tell young comics all the time, listen, avoid.
I don't think there's a single comedian now that wants to just be a comedian. They want to be podcasters. They want to be fucking. What else? I don't know. They want to be fucking political activists, right? They want to be entrepreneurs. They want to be. They want to be fucking businessmen. I don't know. They want to be fucking fitness gurus and shit. I don't know. They're not content with just being comedians anymore. I don't think there's a single comedian out there that's just content with just doing comedy. They want to be on TV, directing, you know, making movies. It's pretty interesting. Big up, Ryu Ken. AZ, you watching DDP v Hamzat this weekend? Yeah, I'll be here, brother. I'll be here streaming Hamzat v fucking DDP. I'll be here streaming that shit. It's gonna be a bit choppy, but I'll be here. I'll be fucking here.
If I knew what I knew now, avoid social media for right now.
Yeah.
Avoid it. You're not doing nothing. If you're just gonna put a reel of you doing stand-up, if you're gonna put a piece of you in a comedy club behind you to show the audience, don't do it. Because everybody's doing it. Right now, you got to figure out something else if you're a comedian. Listen, tickets are not moving like they used to.
It's a good point, man. I'm thinking about that myself. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be uploading mixes and stuff of myself online. Maybe I should just upload my fucking SoundCloud mixes, no fucking video of my DJ mixes and stuff, and just focus on that. Maybe. because that is the way to go about doing things. It's kind of like the Kanye approach, right? When everyone's doing something one way, you stop, stand still, and then go the opposite way. That's what you should be doing. But, you know, imagine telling somebody that post crowd work clips not to post crowd work clips. They're not gonna have it, you know. Everyone's doing crowd work clips, so no one's not gonna do that.
For a lot of people, and not just lower names, higher names. It's just not happening. They're looking at these $400 ticket prices and going, dog, you know.
Yo, Joe from MIA, Wagwan G. Big up Joe from MIA, Wagwan. Hope you well, brother. Hope you well.
What the fuck? So something's got to happen with comedy, and we all know what's going to happen with comedy pretty soon. There's just too many comedians, there's too many clubs, and there's not much going on.
But you know what I think is missing, dude, from
Yo, big up Jack Donny Jr. All the new DJs I found are from Twitch. I was saying the other day, like a little thought experiment, because I think my ultimate goal, you know, I'm not interested in cars and watches and fucking jewelry and shit, but my ultimate goal is to get myself a proper little studio, multi-purpose studio. And I kind of envision it as being this one big space where in different corners I can have different shows running. I could have one corner dedicated to doing Taz, one corner dedicated to doing the random show, and one corner dedicated to me doing DJ live streams. And I was wondering, right, when I eventually set that up, when I get to a position where I'm streaming on there regularly and I'm doing regular weekly, daily, sometimes DJ streams on Kick and shit, when I get to a point where like it's going well for me and I've got a good little following there and shit, I wonder, will someone like myself or others like no, forget me in DJing, right? Let me know in stream chat if you what you think about this. Forget me in DJing. Do you think if a comedian decided to do like sets, like weekly comedy sets on like a streaming platform every Friday or whenever it was, right? A little 30-minute, 1 hour kind of comedy set that they would have maybe done on the road. They just do it on Twitch or something, on like a stage, kind of making it look like they're at a club, but they're just doing it on fucking Twitch or Kick. If that person got a really big following on there, loads of subs, making a ton of money, do you think these comedians would be happy about it? Or do you think they still would want to get past at the Comedy Store, perform at the Cellar, go to the Mothership? Like, if somebody was paying one of these comedians, I don't know, $50,000 per month on fucking Kick, because they upload these weekly sets of themselves performing comedy, would they be happy with that? Or would they all long for selling out Madison Square Garden, Netflix special? Like, what do they, like? So my question is, what do you think these comedians want? Do you think these comedians want to be paid really well for doing stand-up? Or do you think these comedians want to be where everyone else is? Which is what? Hulu, HBO, Netflix, you know, selling out this arena, selling out this theater. I wonder if a comedian went on Twitch and made a lot of money, would they be content or would they want more?
Comedy. What I think is missing also is like there became like this is what comedy is. But if you go back to the lineups that Mitzi used to put on, there's no Heath Heiches now. Do you know what I mean? There's nobody. She celebrated every different type of
genre, right.
And I think that is missing right now. It's all. I mean, it's not all the same comic.
Big up Tim W. AZ's rooms only have 3 corners. You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. You know what I fucking mean. How can you be a DJ without a neck full of jewelry? Is hilarious. Big up Star Disease. 1 corner for, yeah, exactly, you know, 3 corners for content, 1 corner for, you know, for yak, 1 corner for yak. Big up Brian. AZ, do you ever spin vinyl? Nah, I used to, like when I did have what did I have? I had fucking Newmark vinyl turntables that were horrible, belt drive turntables, not the best. But what I do plan to do when I eventually get my studio, I'm gonna set it up completely with everything. It's gonna have vinyl, it'll have fucking CDJs, and it'll be like I want it to be like done, so I can just rock up and just start streaming. I don't have to set everything up all the time. So that's why I want a real space. I'll honestly get a studio space before I get a car, anything. I'm not really interested about getting a car. I think that's gonna be a real game changer because I could just like rock up and do, you know, fucking 17-hour streams every single day if I wanted to. So that's definitely what I'm going to end up doing with that shit. But yeah, playing vinyl was fun, man. Playing vinyl was really, really fun. It's really hard to learn. It's very nerve-wracking because when you fuck up in a big way. But it is kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of records that you get on vinyl you can't necessarily get digitally, so it does kind of sometimes make for far more interesting sets. And I feel like I end up taking more chances when I'm playing vinyl. And people also give you a bit, I don't know if it's different, but I feel like people give you a lot more time when you're playing vinyl, you know? People like, they're a little bit more patient, or they're a little bit more understanding, open-minded. Let's say that, open-minded. Big up Joe for MIA. My dad is a Cuban and Joey Diaz's age, and he also grew up in North Jersey at the same time, and he doesn't find Joey Diaz funny at all. Yeah, I'm not surprised at that. I think you have to be a particular type of person, have lived a particular type of life to find Joey Diaz funny. I personally do find him very funny and very endearing, but I could also imagine if you're somebody that, you know, doesn't really link or click with the stuff that he's been through, you can just find him a little bit irritating and annoying. But I like him, man. He's a genuine character. Big up Jose, bro. You're in it to do what you love and get paid for it. If you're on anything else, you're a hater, fam. Fair enough, my friend. Big up God's favorite. Big up God's favorite. Big up Systems Radio. You haven't updated it yet for a while, but big up God's favorite. Appreciate you. Why has what vinyl has a different sound? Yeah, exactly right, Ken. You know it.
But it's all the same comedy. We don't have those dudes. Heath Heish, dude.
Where is Heath Heish?
I don't know, man. Heath was legitimately funny, and to be funny in 15 minutes with all of that stuff was very difficult.
What was his name?
Heath was a prop guy.
But he had a prop dog that he played a preacher, a black preacher.
Yeah, dude.
And he had white women behind him. And he controlled them with fucking... They were like eagle arms, and he controlled them and shit, and they would pop their head.
Yeah.
He did some crazy shit. First of all, I was watching George Carlin the other night.
Which one?
I'm a big George Carlin fan.
You're not?
No, but I actually watched it for like 20 minutes. Let's get down to basics. Okay, right now, we're living in a time where we all sound the same. The top guys are not doing anything spectacular.
Exactly. Amen.
Not doing anything spectacular.
Amen.
I'm not doing anything spectacular. Nobody's really doing anything spectacular. We're old hat. We've been around for 20, 30 fucking years. Okay? So, you know, I'm waiting for that material to blow out of my ass, too. I'm waiting. Every day I sit there and go, I've been doing the same shit I did for 30 years. It's just not doing it no more.
Yeah.
It's not doing it no more.
I love how honest he is about that, by the way. You won't hear that from anybody else within the Jerry verse. They all think they fucking walk on water. They all think their shit don't stink. But at least Joey Diaz is able to recognize that, you know, he's not doing anything interesting. You know, he's not saying anything interesting. His comedy hasn't really developed or evolved since, you know, he really blew up. And he's struggling to find inspiration, struggling to kind of, you know, turn the page and kind of find some new material that will really get people going. And maybe it's a record, maybe it's a realization that maybe your time is gone, you know, and that's okay too, which is why I kind of respect and really big up Mark Maron for quitting WTF, because you've run out of things to say, you know. There's nothing more to say. You've had a fucking good run, you've milked it, you've made a ton of money. There's no need to just carry on for the sake of carrying on. But I think a lot of these guys in the JRE verse, part of the 250 Assassins, they can just never let it go. Like Brendan and Brian being a good example. They're going to do Tfatk until they literally croak on camera. They don't have any exit plan. There is no exit route. It's just, let's just keep milking this until the sponsors dry up. And in the moment the sponsors dry up, best believe Tfatk ends. Because that'd be interesting, right? As soon as the sponsors dry up, which probably won't ever happen, but if it did happen, Tfatk would immediately stop and Brian would quickly go over to his new channel and start a new podcast over there. You know? So it's like, brother, like sometimes pushing things constantly and being around and trying to fucking keep your face there and remain relevant, you know, sometimes when it's over, man. When it's over, just fucking move on. And don't keep blaming the fucking audience for all your fucking shortcomings. But again, what do I know? Big up Joey Diaz. Let's move on from that one. But I recommend you check out the full episode. It's really fucking good. It's called Josh Wolf Returns, The Church of What's Happening Now, New Testament. Really good episode, kind of a throwback to what they did previously. All of Josh Wolf's episodes with Joey Diaz are great anyway, like I said, because they have a really close relationship. They used to live together, or Joey used to live with Josh Wolf when you were coming up. Joey would fucking even babysit his kids early on and shit. So they've got a really close relationship. So it makes for a far more entertaining podcast because they know each other properly. and they always showing really good stories as well, and whatever of their wild days when they were coming up in the scene and stuff. So I recommend you check it out. Big up Josh Wolf, big up Joey Diaz. Let's move on. Cool. Should we do this one? 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 No, let's come back to this. Let's come back to that one. Have you guys seen this? Have you guys seen this, bro? Fucking hell, this girl, man. I kind of have to respect the pure, unbridled shamelessness of this. You have to respect it. When somebody's so shameless like this, you have to respect it. So the caption says as follows: Shannon Sharp's grape accuser shares a new post reading the Bible after retiring from OnlyFans and allegedly reaching a multi-million-dollar settlement with him. If you remember, Shannon Sharp got accused of some pretty dicey things by this one girl he was once dating, and she ended up taking him to court for some of the things that he said regarding that dodgy situation that they had, which may have involved grape and shit. And eventually Shannon Sharp ended up settling out of court. People are alleging that Shannon Sharp gave this girl 30 million, 20 million or something to kind of, you know, settle this stuff out of court so he can continue on with his career. Unfortunately, soon after, Shannon Sharp was fired from ESPN, blah blah blah, reputation basically damaged. And then soon after the settlement, this girl comes on Instagram and says, hey, I'm quitting OnlyFans now and seeking other journeys and shit. You know, you'll hear about that very soon, which is obviously fucking hilarious because most likely Shannon Sharp didn't do what the girl accused him of doing, and she just ran an incredible play. But Shannon Sharp didn't see it coming because he's 60 and the girl was fucking 20 something. Anyway, she disappeared into the dead of night, and Shannon Sharp's been getting pelters online ever since for his poor dick discipline, his inability to date girls his own age, and, you know, finally kind of paying the price for it. Now this girl mysteriously comes back online, randomly comes back online and basically takes a picture of a Bible verse as her first kind of post back online. A Bible fucking verse, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, imagine quoting the Bible on your return to social media when you left in the first place because you may have, you know, scammed somebody, fucked somebody's entire career for monetary gain. Like, what does fucking Jesus got to do with this? What does God have to do with this, man? But you have to respect it. You really do have to respect it. So what is she highlighting there? Is she highlighting that verse there, right? 47. Let's read what she's highlighting. The Lord lives, blessed be my rock. God, the rock of my salvation, is exalted. God, he grants me vengeance and casts down peoples under me. He frees me from my enemies. You exalt me above my adversaries. You rescue me from violent men. Honestly, I have to break the play. And look at her nails, extremely well manicured. I'm assuming that ring is probably very expensive, right? I don't know what that ring is, but let's find out. But I bet that ring is really expensive. Let's see. But I bet that ring there is really fucking expensive, right? Let's see. What is that ring? It's from Cartier. How much is it? Okay, it's not that expensive. It's like $5,000. But still, she's got a $5,000 ring on right now. A $5,000 Cartier ring on, talking about God and shit after she just fucking scammed Shannon Sharp out 20 mil or so. To be fair, I still give her all the ratings. I think she's more deserving of her money. I think Shannon Sharp is the one who had very poor dick discipline and didn't see the play coming from a mile off. I would still love to know from her personally how she, or when she figured out she was going to scam him, because it was pretty clear that they had some weird relationship where, like, Shannon played into the race play thing of being a big black gorilla and her being a white. I don't know, there's some really strange sex talk like that. So they were, you know, comfortable with talking to each other that way. But there must have been a moment where she decided that she was going to use those words against Shannon Sharp. I wonder when it was, because she played it expertly well. Because once you read those words back that Shannon Sharp said to her, and you frame it under the lens of like, oh, he's abusing her, it sounds fucking crazy. But if you think about it, they were saying that before and it was okay. It was consensual and it was like, you know, it was part of their sex play. But then she woke up one day and thought, nope. I'm gonna play the victim, and she played him like a fucking fiddle. She played him like a fucking fiddle. So big up her. What's her name again? Was that Gabriela Zuniga, right? Let's see if her Instagram is still up. I'm assuming she's probably deleted it, but she probably got a lot of hate mail. But let's see if her, oh, it's still there. There we go. Zuniga. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, it is there. Okay, cool. There she is. There's Gabriella. She's back on Instagram now. Okay, that's not a new post, right? Is that a new post? No, so she's not. There's no new post on here just yet. 20th March. She got the comments still open, by the way. She's got the comments still open. Bless her, bro. Brave. They either want to be me or want to be with me. Let's be real. There's nothing in between. Okay, super mid and suing for 50 million is jokes. Poor session. All the women you could get and Shannon Sharp, and this is what you risk 100 million for. But I don't know, like, is there any woman, like, I don't get this argument. I don't get this argument of like, she's mid and she's not worth 100 million. Like, is there a single girl that you would risk your $100 million fortune to? I think the $100 million figure is relating to the deal that allegedly Shannon Sharp was negotiating before all this went down, which is fucking brutal, by the way. I think he was negotiating some sort of deal with ESPN, I think, for maybe hosting, maybe ESPN hosting, that's it. And the rumor was that he was going to be offered a $100 million deal. But surely there's not a single girl that's worth $100 million. So it comes back to the notion of just like having good dick discipline and just minding your business, isn't it? Like, to be fair anyway, to be completely honest, fucking honest, Shannon Sharp's too old to be out here running the streets anyway. He was gonna get burnt sooner or later. He should either be fucking celibate or he should be settling down with somebody. He shouldn't be out here fucking 20-year-olds and shit, you know? Like, it's just a recipe for disaster. So that's basically what he kind of gets. But I don't get this idea that, oh, she's mid, this is what you risk 100 mil. It's like, but what girl is worth 100 mil? Like, what the fuck is this fucking conversation? But yeah, she still got comments open. Come on, Shannon, you can do better than this. She's not even all that. Damn, bro, she kept all these comments up, you know. Fucking hell, she hasn't deleted a single one. Damn, Shannon, maybe this is not worth 50 mil. Holy shit, your face card is Pizza Hut coupon. Jesus Christ, she took advantage and tarnished a legend. No, he did it by himself, by the way. And I saw like a graphic somebody put up where they said that Shannon Sharp made just over 20 mil in his NFL career, and he paid her 20 mil, which essentially he paid her, you know what I mean? It's like he paid her all the money he actually made during his NFL career, which involved a lot of sacrifice, a lot of fucking bleeding, a lot of pain, and she just got 20 mil like that. Jesus Christos. When you covering them up with mosquito bites, 50 mil for her to be mid is crazy. Currently on a tiny plane that won't stop shaking. Help. Also dreaming of the fat juicy steak at a side of love. Someone please help me out with the love part. She kind of looks like who's that girl? She kind of looks like Pokimane, isn't it? She kind of looks like Pokimane, the streamer. She looks a lot like Pokimane. But yeah, don't forget I always come on top. Okay, cool. Life update, swipe to see the reality, and yes, I finally got my hands on beautiful Canon G7X Canon camera. Yeah. Fair play, Gabriella Zuniga. Fair play, Gabriella Zuniga. You're a smart fucking lady, man. You're a smart fucking lady. Neon is crying because his girlfriend left him. Neon the streamer says, was depressed on my birthday but never letting myself get to that point again. Never let a girl have so much control over your heart. All these girls have motive and are out for themselves. I see everything clearly now. I think Rampage Jackson leaked that Neon's girlfriend Sam Frank may have cheated on him. That's why they broke up in the end. I think people were alleging or were hypothesizing that maybe his stream with Iggy Azalea is what led to them breaking up, but now we're finding out that yeah, they broke up because, you know, Sam Frank was cheating on him with somebody else allegedly, which is what it is. But yeah, it looks like he's got his heart broken and he's crying on stream. And again, I don't know what to believe, man. These kids always run these scripts. This could be part of drama. They could end up getting back together tomorrow, but I did see a couple of streams of him with that Ed Matthews guy, and he did seem really, really sad. So I think this might be actually true. I did see a stream with him and Ed. Is it Ed Matthews? Yeah, where he didn't look that happy. So I think this breakup is actually real. Yeah, there you go. See, look, Jesus Christ, hear that? Look at that.
It's away. I'm so hungry. You know what's crazy? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest and keep it. Like, I'm not even trying to be weird and lie.
Keep it a buck.
I'm keeping it a buck. All right. This past week, I lost 10 pounds. I'm at 143 pounds.
It's because you ain't been eating because of the breakup.
Let me finish. I eat 1 meal a day.
Jesus
I swear.
Christ.
It's 5 p.m. On my mother, I haven't eaten anything.
Bro,
Since
do you know
5
what you
p.m.
gotta think? Like, at the end of the day.
That's brutal, bro. That's brutal. Ed Matthews wasn't having it with Neon after he noticed he's been depressed and wanting to talk about his breakup with Sam Frank on his birthday.
Just fucking forget about it and focus on yourself. It's all you can do. It's easier said than done, yeah. But it's a part of growing, mate. It's your first heartbreak. I've been through it. Fucking, it's sad, but
yeah, but you just think a lot and shit. Like,
yeah, well,
like,
stop thinking then. Stop fucking thinking.
Have you ever tried?
Block it out, bro. Block it the fuck out.
Ed is clearly yacked out of his mind, right? He's probably had a couple of lines in him, and it's such a contrast in personalities and moods. One guy is high off his nut, and the other guy is super depressed because his girlfriend left him. Like, you couldn't get more contrasting personalities.
Just be grateful, bro, for the people that you do have, not that you lost. You get me?
Yeah.
And just deep it. Bro, what the fuck? Why are you sad about fucking girls? Fuck that. Let's fucking get active and go. No more girl talk about fucking exes.
Jesus Christ. Anything more here? What was this one? Ed Matthews leaks.
Are you trying to get on the packet today?
No.
Get on the packet.
Or just off cam?
No, I don't do that.
Off.
Get on the packet off cam. Neon goes by himself to East Spencer. Off cam packets is hilarious. Ed Matthews clearly stealing people's girlfriends in front of them.
There you go, G.
It's both of our birthdays.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's all have a birthday hug, yeah? Just your girl, bro. Come on. Hey! Unlucky, G. Hey! See you later.
Hey!
Go.
Jesus Christ. What's Ed Matthews? Yeah. Have you guys seen this? Have you guys heard this? Ed Matthews, Neon's friend Ed Matthews forgot his mic was on. So Ed Matthews was in the toilet, but he forgot he's got his mic on. And listen to this.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. The fuck?
He knows. Look at that face. That's the face of somebody that's did the very fat line. That's the face of somebody that can tell someone's done a fat line. Jesus fucking Christ, man. These kick streamers are fucking legendary. Absolutely legendary.
You good?
Go drink your water, G.
Drink your water. Water's not gonna help.
The fuck?
Bro, click the button, you idiot. Yo, what? I can't, bro. Oh my god, this guy, bro.
Alright, let's have it. What game is this then? We're going.
He's absolutely yacked out of his fucking mind, mate. Fucking love it. Another clip here. It says Ice Poseidon broke up with his longtime girlfriend after she allegedly cheated on him with a participant in the scavenger hunt he's hosting. By the way, this couldn't happen to a more deserving piece of shit. This guy scammed his own fans, ragpulled his own fans, was unapologetic about it, basically told him to fucking suck it. So if this is true and his girlfriend did cheat on him with someone that he had as a contestant on one of his shows, this is fucking great karma, great justice, good to fucking see. Let's play the clip.
And bringing him to everything. Kimberly was always like, don't bring him, I don't like him. And I was like, well, whatever. I think he's funny. So I always brought you to the events. I always invited you to places. And you want to try and fuck me over.
I'm just going to do my two together. I think I can reach it. Wait, I'm going to do my...
But it's okay. You showed me that Kimberly is not the girl for me. But you also showed me your true character with your wife. So I will make sure to make it my mission in life to now destroy everything that you and Lav have ever gained.
Jesus Christ.
And as for Kimberly, well, I mean, I don't care what she does.
Oh, my bad.
I just want her to go home and never see me again.
If that happened to you, right? If that happened to you and your wife or your girlfriend cheated on you with somebody else, but you knew who the somebody else was, because some guys have this. Some guys have way more energy, way more vim for the guy that essentially stole their girl from them than their own girlfriend who betrayed their trust and shit. Like, why has he got so much energy, so much vim for the guy? He wants, I want to end you. I know you're married, so I'm going to end your marriage. It's like, what? Like, you're already hurt. You already got fucking brutalized. You know what I mean? You've already, your heart is broken into a million pieces. Like, fucking over that guy's relationship ain't going to make you feel better. So I've always wondered why guys don't actually go after the person that, you know, was in a relationship with them and broke their trust, as opposed to the person that, you know, was the other guy. But, you know, maybe it's a man thing, innit? When you see the guy, you want to fight him. I just never understood that sort of thing.
And a massive cuck. All because you can't get over Kimmy. She was never good for you.
Oh, I already
Victory
texted Kimmy. I
Medical.
said I broke up with her. I just texted
No,
her
I don't,
like
dude.
an hour ago. I said we're done. So
I'm sorry, someone keeps donating. It's fucking annoying.
I'm done with her, and Goon and Lav are completely fucked on Kick. I promise you that.
I would have skipped it. I'm sorry, but I'm looking for an RFID in
So
the
I
sky.
truly hope it was worth it.
He's
Like,
hurt. He's super hurt, innit? You can tell he's super hurt.
Don't have that much emotions. I can just throw shit under the bus.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't like getting fucked with. So if you fuck with me,
Damn, he just...
you should expect to get fucked with right back, but in a different kind of way.
Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Whatever you fucking say. Whatever you fucking say. Cool. Let's move on. Let's go back to Tfatk, because I forgot we didn't finish Tfatk, did we? So let's finish off a few of these topics from Tfatk. We got everybody tuning in. Smash the like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Smash the like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Subscribe to the channel. Join and become a member if you can. We're trying to hit 500 members by the end of the 31 days. Appreciate you.
Kanye's 42, I think.
Yeah.
41,
yeah. Boy, is he rugged, though.
He's tough.
All right. Do you guys have thoughts on this? Let me see if it pops up here. So a federal judge rejects Trump's request to unseal secret Ghislaine
Grand jury
Maxwell.
documents.
Actually, I think
yeah,
we'll
well,
start-
so here's
let's fast forward
Israeli
that.
app.
We heard that.
You have to. You have to. You know, it.
8 night. Octagon. They're big boys now. They're in costume time.
It's great.
This is a police.
Get it.
Okay, this guy is kind of going viral for. This is a police officer in Atlanta, and I'll just play the video because it'll make more sense when I play the video.
Y'all, let me tell you how this officer. That shit clean though, twin. He talk like us, but he don't look like us. I ain't do that shit. I was here, yes sir. I ain't do that shit. You gave me a warrant. I said, ask you like, oh, that was you. Oh, that was you. You was doing all that rah-rah shit. Oh.
I'm surprised that this is such a big, like, you always see these videos go viral, right, on the internet, especially in America. It surprises me, right? Like, isn't this normal though? Like, if you grow up in a hood, it doesn't necessarily mean because you grow up in a hood that you can only speak that way if you're black. If you grow up in a hood, you grow up in a hood. You're going to use the lingo of whatever everyone around you uses. So it's always surprised me why some African American people in America seem to be shocked and surprised and want to recall these type of things. It's like, this is standard. In any area, or maybe in London specifically, like, you'll find loads of people, whether they are Asian, fucking Eastern European, whatever else they may be, and they speak in a certain way, or they speak in a way that people would maybe think they're kind of trying to talk quote unquote black, but it's because they were brought up in a mostly black neighborhood, or they went to a predominantly black school, or they go to a predominantly black church. Like, it's not that difficult, you know. It's really a normal thing, to be fair. So I'm surprised why these people are so geeked, you know, why they're so excited to see this. It's like, yeah, it's funny, I guess, but it's normal. It's not that, you know, it's not that deep, really. Like, I don't know, like, I know of Caucasian, like Brian Callen Caucasian looking people who grew up in fucking Nigeria, for instance, and speak pidgin, you know, or like Filipino people who grew up in fucking Jamaica and have like a really thick Jamaican accent because their families all from there, like, or like, you know, Sri Lankan people that have been brought up in fucking, it's a standard thing. Like, if you get, you know, like, accents and stuff are primarily, I would imagine, dependent on whether or not you were brought up in a certain area, not necessarily based on your race, but yeah, whatever.
I was in the back seat being a little rah-rah.
Yeah, be alright, Ken. It's pretty normal. I know a lot of Asians that speak like that, especially Southeast Asians. They're very different from Chinese, Koreans, totally different culture. Exactly, yeah. Or even if they are Japanese, like, I don't know, some Japanese kid moves into an all black, especially in America, I'd imagine, especially if you have like army parents, right, who kind of move around from place to place. Maybe, you know, those formative years, you move to an area where it's a predominantly black neighborhood, you're going to speak black. Like, and it works the other way around too. I know of black people who move to very posh white neighborhoods and they have a completely different accent, right? They speak in a very posh, some would say white way. I don't know, it's not worth recording them, you know? So it just is what it is. Just a fucking accent.
Y'all, let me tell you how to...
That's it?
It's just some Asian dude has like a, I don't know what you call it. You know, you've heard the term.
It's called ebonics.
Black
He's
accent
talking,
as well.
quote unquote, ghetto.
He's funny.
Yeah.
He's talking ghetto. Okay, let's relax there. Let's relax. He's talking nigger. He's talking colored. He's talking George Floyd. He's talking BLM. He's talking breakdancing. He's talking grape juice. It's like, yo, chill.
I mean, I wonder if he actually really talks like that. He probably does.
He's talking hip hop. He's talking that G Unit. He's talking that Wu-Tang Clan.
In Atlanta.
I mean, I think a lot of people who grow up going to black schools and stuff like that, it's
exactly.
You're around, you mimic who you grew up around.
Yeah. Do you remember the Mackenzie Dern thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember? So she spoke almost exactly like a regular American person, and then suddenly she started having this Brazil.
By the way, her accent's back now, right? Mackenzie Dern, she speaks normally now, right? She speaks with a more American accent. That was fucking ridiculous, by the way. That was fucking ridiculous. Mackenzie Dern moving to Brazil when she's like, what, 20 or something? And suddenly developing a really thick Brazilian Portuguese English accent. Like, come on, girl. Come on. Like, come on, girl. What the fuck are you doing, bro? That was super embarrassing. I don't know how she got away with that shit. I swear, honestly, it's just, no, because Mackenzie Dern's dad's Brazilian, right? I think. But she moved to Brazil like in her, like, you know, let's say late teens, early 20s. That's not enough time to suddenly start speaking English in a Brazilian accent. Come on. Like, fuck right off, mate. Fuck off. I love Mackenzie Dern, by the way. Love her to bits, but that whole accent thing was fucking embarrassing.
There was an accent. That was a little bit strange.
She can do no wrong in my book. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's some of that stuff is there was another person like that who was it the wife of someone who
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin's wife would
as you guys say, cucumber.
Big up Jordan Ray. Wu-Tang Clan, yeah, exactly. Allow me. It's late.
And then you find out she was born in New Jersey.
Yeah, you're like, come on,
bitch, it's
man.
cucumber. Why are you putting a fucking accent? Yeah, she got found out.
That's so
yeah, she was good though, because didn't she say in one video, and what's her name, Alec Baldwin's wife, didn't she say in one video, how do you say onion? Like she didn't know how to say the word onion. I think she said, how do you say cebolla? I'm pretty sure she did one of those things. She's fucking, is it Hilaria Baldwin? That's it, Hilaria Baldwin. She lied and said she's from Valencia or something. Honestly, she's so good, man. She's so good.
Embarrassing to me. So
yeah, she said she was born and raised in Spain, and then her classmates are like, no, bitch, we're from Jersey.
Now, have you ever been around a black dude who will be talking to you and hanging out, and he's talking, and then
I've seen you do it multiple times.
Yeah, well,
you're like, damn, dog.
I speak a lot of different languages.
Oh no, you're the most guilty person I've seen.
Rah up in here.
You get around a black guy and you're like, damn, that's crazy, dog. I'm like, why are you talking like that?
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
sir.
are.
I would love to agree with you.
Yeah, you
love
are.
This,
yeah, you
I don't do that. I might go, my man. No.
My man.
Oh, shit.
Big dog.
Big dog. No,
To be fair, he did do that. I remember when fucking Chappelle Lacey and fucking Malik won the show, Callum be way more animated and talking like a bro or like one of the boys. Yeah, he's done it. I'm sure there's episodes you can find. Don't get me wrong, there's not a lot of black people that go on fucking Tfatk, but if you can find an episode of Tfatk with a black guest, you'll see fucking Callum give it, with the hand movements and the fucking you know how it is, trying to. He's basically your consummate people pleaser. You know, he's a consummate people pleaser. You can tell you used to get fucking you know, he used to get fucking bullied in school and shit. That's how he kind of escaped the beatings, isn't it? Trying to make people laugh, trying to suck them off and shit. So yeah, he does that quite often.
I have seen, though, I have been with black men who will talk to us.
Pause.
And then I'll see them go right over here to somebody.
Yeah, and then switch it up.
They switch it up.
Yeah, I think
that's
the
an
kids call it
intimacy.
code switching.
It's just a language. It's a
Well, have you ever
different
seen when Obama, when he's meeting the U.S. men's basketball team, and he's like shaking hands, then he gets to like black guys.
guy, yeah.
What's that?
yeah, it's great. Bring that up. Let me see.
He doesn't stick out his tongue, by the way. He does not stick out his tongue like Brendan did. He does not stick out his tongue. He doesn't do this. He didn't do what Brendan did there. He didn't. Obama didn't fucking stick out his tongue like this. He didn't do that. He definitely didn't do that. Obama definitely didn't do that. By the way, we need a screenshot of that, don't we? Obama definitely did not do that. Let's just keep it.
Powerful bunch.
Big up the disease. Big up the disease.
A lil twin, you trippin'. We locked in those slime. Appreciate you, twin. Brian Callen.
Appreciate you, though, twin. Big up the disease. Oh, fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. Bring that up. Let me see that. Because that Jordan Peele did that shit so well.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I love that.
Obama greets
basketball team.
Yeah. Because it's just a different thing. I would watch. So I played pickup basketball with my buddies Black and yeah, there it is. There it is.
But when he was with the white guys, it was just handshakes. That's like he's all okay.
Yeah, but there's all like I was with my buddy Kenny, and he would walk by a black dude. I swear to God, and they'd go like this. They go, and they'd nod to each other. I'm like, how about me? He's like, no.
You're not part of the group. Yeah.
It's like, I see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx said that. Jamie Foxx told me, he goes, see, he'll be walking down the street, and if it's a white guy, they go, Mr. Fox, can I take a picture with you? How are you? He's like, yeah. If he's with, he'll see a black woman will be across the street. Yo, Fox!
Yeah.
Let me get a picture. And because he said, because in our community, it's like, I have something to do with you.
Yeah.
I have something to do with you. Like, I'm here too. And we're all kind of like, don't be thinking that you're, and it's really interesting. And there's a whole dance you play in that sense too. It's pretty wild. He talked about it. It was so funny. It's just culture. It's you're more comfortable with your own.
You're just more comfortable.
Yeah. There it is.
All right. Actually, too, I'm not even joking. When I'm with my friends, I sort of see myself mimicking stuff you guys say as well, or how you say it.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
Fucking no, Chin, man. Like, get more friends. Get more fucking, I don't know. Like, find other inspirations. Find other fucking people to fucking copy or emulate. Fucking hell. Copying lingo from Brendan and Brian in your fucking personal social circles and shit. Like, huh?
We all do that.
Because I'm hanging out with you guys more than probably anyone these days. So it just happens.
Yeah, half my lingo comes from Brian and Dalia.
It's just what, I was older. I came in, and my lingo comes from New York.
Yeah.
My buddy Jimmy Burke and those guys. You pick up shit.
And I'll see myself, I'll see clips. I'll be making certain points. I'm like, I sound fucking like Dalia, man.
But,
it's just what.
Do you remember when Dalia first got involved with Tfatk? Do you remember when Brendan would be like copying everything Dalia used to say, manners and shit? When they first got involved, when they first kind of, Brendan used to, Dalia is Brendan's Dave Chappelle. You can tell Brendan loves Chris D'Elia. Like, he loves that man. That's why probably he was sobbing so much. That's his comedic hero. That's somebody that he wishes he could be as funny as. He loves Chris D'Elia. He used to love copying all his mannerisms and his fucking sayings and shit. Right? Like, even Mresa, that whole shit. That's definitely a Chris D'Elia sort of thing that he would say. He fucking loves Chris D'Elia.
What your influence?
Yeah.
People are like, stealing from D'Elia. I'm like, no, he's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I talk like him.
Jerry
Yeah, you're still stealing. That's called stealing, brother. That's called stealing.
McFadden, my buddy. I got so much from him. He was just older, and he was a New York guy, and the way he would talk,
You
I was
just
like,
pick up their lingo.
hilarious. Yeah. All that stuff.
All right.
I never forgot the first time he said.
Not gonna lie, I don't pick up lingo like that. I don't copy what other grown men say. Like, even when Kino Castino were like doing this whole seething thing and the felting, I thought that was fucking corny. everyone's suddenly now speaking like those guys. Like, I don't find them cool. I don't find that interesting. I'm not trying to speak like another man. I don't get that shit whatsoever.
That I think I was young and there was this giant basketball player. Like he was 6'9" and like I think he almost was a pro, but like huge. And way better athlete, strong, and got in a fight on the.
Honestly, the unnecessary details when it comes to describing a man's physique and physical. It's just like this thing is like, don't you get bored of this thing, Brian? Don't you get bored of the sound of your own voice describing another man's physique and stature and height and shit? Like, give it up, man. God damn.
Court, but it was just a shoving match, and I remember I said something. I was karate guy, and I was like, "You'd be surprised. Those guys will fall if you hit them right." And Jerry looked at me and goes, and Jerry played, he was huge. He's like you, just giant, played football. And Jerry goes like this. Jerry goes, "He's not hearing a peep out of you."
That's funny.
Now
we use it all the time.
And he goes, "You know that, right?
Yeah.
Not a peep."
Yeah.
And I'd never heard that, and I was like,
then you're like, oh, I love
that's
that.
probably
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, certain things. Yeah.
Yeah.
As I find I'm getting older, I find like it's okay to be like, I don't know.
Oh,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
How about that? It's refreshing.
Oh, dude, because I had this meeting with this big car company.
Oh yeah, we saw this already. Let me fast forward. We already saw that. Let's go to this bit. Renee Rapp doesn't know who Rogan is. Yeah, let's read this. I played this clip the other day, by the way. Let's see what they say about this Renee Rapp girl. Sneak this in Rogan. I'm gonna see it. I'd love to hear what they have to say.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's one. I'm a boomer, so I don't know this girl, but apparently she's a singer, maybe a rapper. But Renee Rapp was on that girl's podcast.
Hold on, real quick. Does anyone in here know her? Because I don't.
Look at the defense. Look at how quickly they came in to defend Rogan there. Does anybody know who he is? Because I don't. Does anybody know who he is? Like, look how quickly they came in to defend Rogan. Jesus, they didn't even let it play. They didn't even let it play. Does anybody know who did the? Oh, this fucking guy, man. He defends Rogan and he probably defends his own fucking dad, man. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. Hey, we just had this talk.
We're growing.
It's okay.
Although she's so young, she may not.
Yeah, but so is fucking Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, it's from that girl from Call Me Dad.
We'll look her up after this.
Yeah. So I'll just play this clip.
Joe Rogan. Renee Rapp has no idea who Joe Rogan is. So she was on Call Her Daddy, the podcast with Alex Cooper.
And that was not the first time I'd heard this name, but I'm not sure who that is. He's not in Ocean's 11.
No,
Who is it?
She is Gen Z. She's a musician. She's a lesbian. Netta, do you know who Joe Rogan is? No, I don't know who Joe Rogan is.
Hey, can somebody get Luca over here?
The bros know.
Do you guys both know who Joe Rogan is? You don't
What?
know who Joe Rogan is?
Was he the one that made the clay pottery?
They're full of shit.
Oh, I'm positive. So, but it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense because I would assume Rogan's fan base is a lot older, especially now. He's talking about older things. He has these,
he's talking about older things. You mean he's a fucking Republican boomer? He's talking about older things. What's older things? He's talking about COVID, UFC, Epstein, like Trump, like older things.
these older people on, so they might tune in when he had like fucking what's her name?
Yeah, exactly, Brennan. It's obviously a troll. She mentioned Ocean's 11. If you know what Ocean's 11 is, you probably know who Rogan is. Like, come on, like, don't be stupid. It's obviously a troll, but it's a good troll because she knows she's gonna piss people off. Right? Like, who the fuck is Joe Rogan? Like, it's fucking brilliant. I think there's a lot of people who haven't listened to a full episode though. I think that'll be an interesting statistic. I think you'd be shocked at the numbers of those people. The amount of people who have actually listened to a full episode of Rogan is probably very, very, very low, especially amongst your own social group. If you ask, like, people probably know, you've probably seen clips of Rogan and shit, but I doubt there's a lot of people out there that have watched or listened to a JRE episode from beginning to the end.
And that singer, that country singer on who you like?
Yeah.
Taylor Swift?
No, he's never had Taylor Swift on. Come
Oh,
on.
no, it's on his show.
Miley Cyrus. Maybe the two
I don't like her.
the youngers when they, but in
that country singer you like, and then Chin fucking guesses it might be Taylor Swift he's talking about. Jesus Christ, Chin.
If you think about Rogan, like it's kind of for an older demo.
Yeah.
Older meaning like 30 and up.
Yeah.
Because if you're 21, you're not trying to listen to fucking Ranella or Cam Haynes or you or me. Like,
yeah.
Like that, maybe they tune into when he has
interesting.
the Drinking Bros on or something like that.
Yeah, he's so famous though.
Yeah, that's why it's surprising. I still feel like
but if you're not in that, like Rogan's probably not that big on TikTok where it's popping up on their shit or their algorithm on YouTube.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Our fan base is older too. Like or their algorithm on YouTube.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Our fan base is older.
It's like a bark, isn't it? I want to hear that again. It was like a bark. Let's play that back really slowly. That was like a fucking bark, isn't it? I love that. Let's play that back slowly. I want to hear that. What was that?
On their shit or their algorithm on YouTube.
It's a good point.
Well, wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, wrong way. I want to hear that. I want to hear that back again. That was fucking brilliant. Let's go here.
Not that big on TikTok where it's popping up on their shit or their algorithm on YouTube.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Our fan base is older.
It needs to be slower than that as well. Hold on, it needs to be slower than that too. Let me get it slow.
Fan base is older too. Like
let me get it slow. Let me get it slow. Hold on, 1 second. Bear with me a second. Let me get it slower. I want to hear it deeper. There you go. I want to hear it guttural. There you go. It's around here, right? It's around there. There you go. Let's slow it down one more. Let's slow it down one more. Look what happens when you got a new computer. M4 MacBook Air things. M4 MacBook Air things. Let's hear this now.
It's a good point.
Our fan base is older too. Like, do you have a lot of our fan base is older too?
It's a good point.
Our fan base is older too. Like
one more. Let me do it one more. Sorry, this is fucking stupid. Let me do it one more. There you go.
Our fan base.
Good point.
Our fan base is older.
Good point.
Our
I'm sorry, it's so stupid. Apologies. Let's go back to normal.
Fan base is older too. Like, do you have a rhythm on YouTube?
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Our fan base is older too. Like, do you have a lot of 20-year-old kids coming up to you?
More than I would expect, but for the most part.
He wishes. Brian Callen wishes. Maybe some 18-year-old college girls. He fucking wishes. He wishes a couple of fucking 18, 19-year-old girls with fucking pigtails and short skirts would come up to him, fucking quoting the man dragon and shit. He'd fucking love it. The fucking wrinkly, grapey cunt.
No.
They were
like our fan base is
2012.
Our fan base is more of our age. So if they were 20 in 2012, I think they're in their mid fucking late 30s.
Yep.
So ours is younger too. You know.
Interesting.
But Rogan's definitely gonna be older. Like he has like scientists on talking about history and shit.
Yeah.
Those young kids ain't listening to that shit.
That's right. It's a good point. It's a good point, kids.
Bring up Renee Rapp. Let's see what she's doing.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, she's a young lesbian. Like that's not her demo.
American singer-songwriter and actress. Regina George in Broadway musical Mean Girls.
Nice.
Go. Let's hear her music.
She's probably got pipes.
Brilliant episode, by the way. Brilliant episode.
That
Comedy
is interesting.
What?
Comedy. I bet Chin's pissed. Chin hates this sort of stuff because he has to edit. Chin hates this sort of stuff. When they start telling him to play music or this sort of stuff, he hates it because then he has to go and actually edit and do some work. He just wants to press record and just like upload it. He fucking hates this part of the show.
Let's see what she's working with.
All right. Obviously, we have to edit this, but
obviously,
first one, 12 days ago, or this 2.1 mil.
Do the 2.1.
Just play one, bro.
Oh, stop it. It's not for us. Hey, it's not for us. The main lyrics were, I'm a real bad girl, but I'm a real good kisser. I'm out. We're too old. You're
way too old.
It's creepy for me even to watch it.
Yeah, I don't feel.
Look at his face though. Look at his face. Callum's got that look of the devil in him, innit? What's going on with Callum, man? Callum wants to have some mischief, innit? He likes the look of Renee Rapp. He's liking what he's seeing. He's seeing what he likes. Callum's got that look in his eye, bro. He's got that look in his fucking eye, innit? He wants to divorce his second wife and find another wife, innit? Maybe it's Renee Rapp. Maybe Renee Rapp's gonna be the third wife.
Comfortable?
Like, you know what I mean? If I'm like this, you know,
I don't feel
hey,
good.
Man.
I don't feel good about it.
Yeah. All right. Good. We saw that.
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's not our demo.
Yeah. Real.
And nor
bad
could it
girl,
ever be.
But a real good kisser. I'm a real bad girl, but a real good kisser.
Oh no, I don't.
Let me try it again. I'm a real bad girl, but a real good kisser. That's pretty hot.
That makes me uncomfortable.
But it's pretty hot. Does it make you uncomfortable because it's sensual?
No, it makes you uncomfortable because you're 60.
Let me see you sing it.
No.
No, really try.
No, I don't want it.
I'm a real bad girl, but a real good kisser.
Did you like it, Chin?
Chin, how's my voice?
No.
It's just not for us.
You guys sound great.
I'm a real bad girl, but a real good kisser. Kiss me, Brendan, now. Do it now. Do it now. Let's go.
I mean, is she big in the scene or?
You know what's weird? Like, this is fascinating to me.
Who cares? You don't want to sing, dude?
Were you? No, I don't. What were you gonna say, Chin?
Man. So all right, never mind. This is boring. I don't care about her.
No, tell me what you're gonna say, Chin.
No, this is something to take in.
Way to kill the
analytics
improv.
wise.
Huh?
So this one, so she has 2.1 million views, but then so she has 390,000 subscribers to her channel, and then her Instagram has like 3 million followers. It just
Chin. Let's not start dissecting numbers and metrics and followers and shit. You're sitting in front of two people who bought all their followers, especially Brendan. Let's not start acting confused about followers and whatever it may be. You're sitting in front of Brendan. Brendan has 1 million. What? How many followers does Brendan have on Instagram? Where's Brendan's Instagram? Come on, bro. Do you think this guy's followers are organic? Do you really think he has 1.1 million people out there that want to know what he gets up to in his life? Do you really think that number here is fucking real? Do you think that number is representative of reality? That he has 1.1 million people out there that are fans of his who want to be, updated on his fucking daily goings and shit on fucking Instagram. Like, come on, Chin. Chin's fucking surprised. How does she have one? Bro, ask Brendan. Please ask Brendan why he's a fucking Z-list celebrity, but he has 1.1 million followers on Instagram. Please ask him. Please ask Brendan. Please. Jesus Christ, Chin. This fucking guy.
it's fascinating to me, that much of a jump, you know?
Okay, but I'm bored. Let's go to the next event.
Yeah, but I don't get it either. Like, I've seen some pages with I
don't get it either.
2 million subscribers, and they have 50,000 views,
or even 3,000 views.
If what he's saying is true, then it's obvious what's happening. People are buying fucking dead channels, dead accounts, happening all the time. You can purchase them off of, I think there's websites that do them where people sell old YouTube channels. And if you don't want to actually grow your YouTube channel from scratch, you can just buy a YouTube channel that's already been used and whatever it may be. It's not the right way to go about things, but if you want to, you can do so. People do that all the time. Or they just buy followers and subscribers. It's not that difficult to understand.
Wonder what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's fast. Is it being suppressed? I don't know.
No, it's just they appeal to your vanity and you don't actually have that many followers. How about that?
Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yep.
Okay, Chin, next topic, please.
Let's
Let's
look
go
for
dead air.
another one.
Nice bit of dead air here. Audio is king, by
How
the way.
about this? I haven't seen this yet, but it says British man playing fetch with dog.
Wait, before you play this, Brian, have you seen any video of UFO that makes you go, okay?
Nope. Why is every one of them blurry? Everyone in this day, because we don't have good cameras at all. Especially the military has terrible cameras.
I know. But even the military one that remember those?
The Atari one?
Yeah.
The from the 80s?
Yeah.
You mean the get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Lies. All lies.
Never.
Let's see this one.
Yeah.
It better be fucking good.
I hope so.
He's playing fetch on the side of the mountain?
He's cute. That dog is cute as shit.
Yeah, he is cute as fuck. I feel like that's dangerous.
So that already happened then?
Is it going to happen
That
here?
dog is so much cuter.
Where's the
Maybe
UFO?
I was distracted by the
that dog.
frisbee.
Where is it?
Oh my god.
Hey, man.
What?
Hey,
Fuck
bro.
off. Oh God. Let me see it again, just so I can hate.
I wonder if they're gonna slow it down here. Let's see.
Let's see.
Big up chin. Big up chin. Big up chin.
But we have like
great research. Great
stains on the
research.
TV, so I can't.
Big up chin.
Yeah, we'll get a new TV soon.
Amazing.
Okay.
Research. Get a new TV soon. Brendan's got time and money to buy a new Corvette, but he doesn't have time or money to buy a new TV because the one that they have is smudged or broken. Gotta love the priorities, isn't it? Let's buy another car. Let's add to our 17 car fleet, but let's not buy a monitor that isn't cracked or that isn't clear for our show that makes us all the money. Smart, smart, smart.
Oh no! It's like shot up. You see?
Oh, here.
You see it right here, B? Hold on.
There.
Go back.
Yeah, it could have been a bug. Like, fuck you.
You know what? They got us though.
Fuck
They got
off.
our attention.
Hey,
though.
all of you motherfuckers, all you whistleblowers,
Wait, they
all
think
you guys,
that's
you're
a
all full
UFO?
of shit. They're all liars. Fuck your UFOs. They don't exist. There's never any proof. Fuck these whistleblowers who testify in Congress. All lies. All bullshit. All of it.
Do you think Bob Lazar's full of shit?
Fuck yeah, I do. And the only thing I can say is maybe Bob Lazar was working next to a top secret drone program he didn't know otherwise. But I think
Bob Lazar's, because he's since the 70s, I think he believes it, but I don't think it's real.
I don't think anything's real.
I don't think Bob's like some big liar or anything. I think he's been saying the same story for so long, he believes it.
Yeah, maybe, but a lot of people do. They'll tell themselves the same story until it feels real to them.
Yep.
Fuck off.
If anything, that should be breaking news. There's a flying eel.
If you want to get me, I'll go right to sleep if people want to talk about literally about UFOs. Like you start talking about UFOs, I'm like, oh, you know.
Talking about going to sleep, let's change this subject and go to something else. Big up Tfatk. We'll finish the rest of this tomorrow. We've got like 20 minutes left of this episode. It's fucking brutal to get through, but we'll finish the rest of it later. Let's skip forward and check out some clips. Let's check forward and check out some clips from Tfatk. Reddit, let's see what we've missed out on the Reddit. Let's see what we missed out on the fucking Reddit. Let's go through. Let me go to page 2. Let's see what I've missed out on here from the last couple of days. Yeah, let's go from this episode. Let's go from this one. CTE R&D. CTEA R&D. Let's see what's this about.
Yeah, that thing is going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. To be so fun to tinker with, and just with that UFC lawsuit check, it was like, I was talking to Lex about it. It's like, because he was with me in my entire UFC career. So I was like, yes, we're going to invest or save most of this for the kids and family. Yes. But I told Lex, I'm like, you got to give me a certain fraction of this payment where I can just do whatever I want. No.
How much did you get from that antitrust lawsuit settlement? Did you get like 100 grand, 200 grand? How much was a car? You didn't save the majority of it for your kids, did you? You probably spent a good enough amount for that ZR1. It's probably not cheap, that ZR1, right? That Corvette. How much does it cost, you think? That vintage Corvette he's got. What do you guys think? Big up Mo, big up Mo. Big up Mo, big up Mo.
Zinga. Good to see you again, bro. You think 10-minute podcast is coming back soon? I feel Brian is ready to bail Tfatk.
Questions asked.
Big up Mo. Appreciate you for the super chat. Big up Mo. Appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for popping back in. Appreciate you. Let's. What do you mean? 10-minute Shorb is coming back. Has it gone offline? Or have they gone offline or something? What happened 10 minutes to Shorb? Have they gone on a break? I haven't. Let's see. I don't know. I have no idea. When did they last stream?
All right.
When did they last stream? Videos 2 days ago. Live 21. Okay, they've been around. There we go. Oh, 7 days ago. Shit. So what's this? Is this just like a random show they do, right? Raccoon Tweeties Live. Do you guys watch these guys? What is Raccoon's Tweeties Live? What is that? Is that they're like? Is that a daily show or something? What is Raccoon Tweeties Live? And aren't they doing 10? Okay, so 10 minutes of Shorb is now bi-weekly. Okay, cool. 10 minutes of Shorb is now bi-weekly. I've always heard it's a terrible idea to buy a sports card because their previous owners usually abuse the hell out of them. Yeah, I don't know. I'd imagine they're quite expensive though, those ZR ones. Raccoon Tweets is basically random show. Big up Ryu, Ken. You heard 10 minutes of podcast with Will Sasso. Of course I have, Mo. Of course. Legendary fucking show. Ahead of his time, man. Ahead of his time. 10 minute podcast with Will Sasso and Chris Lee and Brian Callen was ahead of its time. Ahead of his fucking time. Legitimately one of the funniest things ever. I think 10 minute podcast with Will Sasso and Brian Callen and Chris Lee. Very controversial statement I'm going to make here. I think that show was better than Come Town. You know Come Town in the heyday when everyone was on there? Adam Friedland, Nick Mullen and shit and fucking Stavros. I think the 10 minute podcast was funnier than OG Come Town. Because people say OG Come Town is like the pinnacle of funny, right? Back then. I think 10 minute podcast was way funnier. That shit was so fucking hilarious. Every episode. So fucking good. The jingle, everything about it is so fucking good. So fucking good. But yeah, big up Keepy. You know sometimes you do your live streams at a... Oh really? You know sometimes... I didn't know that. Really? We do it at the same time? Okay, fair play. But I'd assume people that are into what they do are probably not going to be checking out what I do and vice versa, I'd assume. Because they do a lot of they're comedians too, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? They actually do stand up as well. And they do like parody songs and shit. I don't necessarily... I'm not really into that sort of stuff. But yeah, big up them. So I guess they're doing it weekly. That's your answer, Mo. I guess they're doing it weekly now. So 10 Minutes of Shorb shows are weekly according to their update schedule. But big up 10 Minutes of Shorb. Big up 10 Minutes of Shorb. Let's go back to the Tfatk. Let's go back to him. What's he saying about his fucking ZR1?
A certain fraction of this payment where I can just do whatever I want, no questions asked. You know how hard I earn this money. Literally earn this money getting punched in the face. He's like, yeah, you're right. And that's what it was. I'm trying to think, if you guys can come up with some good names, I'm going to get some specialized plates. I was thinking about like UFC earned or something like that.
UFC
CT earned.
Oh, CTE earned is
something
hilarious.
like that. A fun custom plate. It's easy to do here in Texas. So I'll come up with something cool. Like THX UFC star, something like that. Because you have to have 7, you know.
Oh, my bad. Big up Mo. You meant 10 minute podcast. You didn't mean 10 minutes of Shorb. You meant 10 minute podcast. My fucking bad. Let's actually check. Did they have a fucking compilation? They must have, right? 10 minute. I forgot which bit I preferred the most. Best of. What was my favorite bit? Something about chairs, isn't it? I forgot which one it was. My favorite bit from them on this. There's so many clips here. Too many. Let's just click a random one. Let's just do this one, volume 1.
Make any noise when you have an orgasm? Do you ever, like,
let's go to the middle.
I go like
let's
this.
Go to the middle.
Girls, listen to that.
Yeah.
Please, women out there, understand that if you're a hot chick and you're an actress and a guy wants to put you in their movie, they don't want to put you in anything.
Well,
they
no,
want to
but
put
they never
something in
say
you.
that.
They never say that they want to put you in their movie.
No.
They say, hey, let's go grab a drink. And you think, oh, this person could put me in their movie, so maybe I should go. No.
But here's the rule.
If they're
Actually,
attractive.
Let's go here.
Will.
Just fucking
Volume
do
3.
it.
All right, Will. Don't. All right.
Thanks for getting me a coffee.
That's
Chris.
great. No problem, man. I brought
Thanks
you coffee.
for the coffee.
That's fine.
Some podcasts are slow. Don't sing along. And you don't know how long they last. That's why you're listening to 10 Minute Podcast.
No, don't sing along. You gotta stop
Can I just say something? There's only one thing more annoying than Brian singing along is you screaming, "Don't sing along."
Yep. You're not wrong.
Okay, so then thank you.
You're not
But
wrong.
Please.
Hey, say, gang.
No, it's not the 40s.
Say, fella. Welcome to the 10 Minute Podcast. We brought to by Amazon. Yep. Hey, if you want to buy something on Amazon, you know what to do.
Brought to you by Penises and Dicks.
Penises and dicks that you can pee out them, you can put them in women, you can show your friends.
Or
Penises
you can just
and
knead them
dicks.
about.
Knead them about. Pull them out of your pants, see how far they stretch. Punch them and see how much it hurts.
No, that's not.
Penises and dicks.
Don't do that. But
Okay.
why girls put penises inside them? That's so weird. We pee out of those.
Oh, isn't that weird?
Do they know that?
We're 11 years old.
We pee out of our dicks and then girls
And they put them in them. I would never put something that somebody pisses out of in me.
Right. I'd put,
ew, girls are gross.
Girls are gross.
Girls are gross.
Girls are gross.
Yeah, anyway, you do the Amazon thing and then their 10-minute podcast.com.
Gamefly.
And that too. My name is Will Sasso.
Brian the Kid Cowan.
I'm Chris. Yeah, D'Elia.
But you know what, dude?
All right, this is my new middle name.
What was that?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if I like that.
Well, it's
You
a
don't
new thing.
get that as your
Anyway,
nickname,
Thank
dude.
you. Thank you,
don't
though.
get yeah as your nickname.
It's really weird.
Although it would be really funny if people introduced you on stand. It was like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. Yeah.
Just yeah. You know, Chris, you touched on something there with the whole penises and how our pee comes out of them. You know, we've done a lot of help. We've done a lot of work with our audience. We've done the Dear TMP series where we answer real questions, and I think we're making headway with our audience.
Yeah.
I think we're helping them along. And one of the things I
good.
want to tell our audience is how. Guys and the girls out there.
Yeah, we help a lot of people.
Is how to
all sorts of people, guys, girls,
the boys, the girls, the men, the women.
Yeah.
How do you break up? How the fuck do you launch someone out of the emotional trebuchet?
That's a
No,
tough.
How do you
don't say any of those
How do
words.
you pack them into the circus carnival cannon?
Here we go.
And get the fuck rid of them.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of a mate?
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one. And we get a lot of those questions, even on Twitter when we're not asking for these Dear TMP questions. Guys are like, I got to unload this chick. Girls are like, yo, I got this fucking loser.
Here's what you do. If you really want to start to get rid of somebody in your life and you don't want it to be abrupt, because let's say, you know, you're talking about how you loved each other and this and that, and oh yeah, maybe we'll be together for a long time, but then you realize that you don't want to be with that person much more. What you do is anytime they text you, because the texting game is big now, anytime they text you, all you got to do, no matter what they're texting you, is respond with ha. And
Just
keep doing that. And like if they're like, hey,
Okay,
gonna get dinner tonight, maybe with the girls, just write ha.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, let me.
Because then they'll be like, is everything cool?
Let me
In,
try
like, a
this.
few days,
Let me try this. I'm going to be the girl. I'm going to come at you from the girl's perspective, texting, and you're the boyfriend.
It seems a little mean, though.
And
It's not mean.
It's not. It's yeah. Let's see. Let's see
laughing.
how it would pan out and how long it would
Okay.
take. Hey, sweetie, woke up.
Ha.
Just thinking of you. What are you doing today?
Aw. Ha. AWWW.
Okay. All right. Question mark.
Nothing. Then I don't text anything because you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then a couple hours goes
Yeah,
by, and then
right.
like, are we still going to see that movie tonight?
Sure. Period. Good.
When are you picking me up?
Then hours go by, and then
Okay, and then she would let it go like the whole fucking night, and she'd go out with her girlfriends, and she'd
Right.
get really fucking
Right,
pissed
right,
off,
right,
and
right,
then the
right.
next day be like, I don't even know if I should be hitting you up right now. I'm so fucking angry.
ha.
Stop saying ha.
No, I'm just kidding, babe. It's all good. Period. That's it. And then because it's then what?
Well, that,
So-
that,
so
that
that's-
was not that is the worst. That's
No,
the
no.
worst advice.
Then she would be
I've
talking to
ever
her kids.
heard in my
Then
life.
she would be talking to her kids.
It's not.
She would be talking to her friends. Hey, what should I do? This guy's just like texting me back. Ha, I don't get it.
But
I
he
thought-
said it's all good, babe.
Yeah, right. I know.
You fucking you.
You say it's all good, and then she's like, it's kind of weird. And then when she comes over, or you go over there, she'd be like, "What's up? What's going on?" And then you'd be like, "I don't know. I'm in a weird place. I don't know if I can do this anymore." And you're done. You're out.
So then
Can
you
we-
break up with her.
Yeah, you're out.
So why don't
you
you just fucking
confuse
do
the
that?
shit out of her.
Right.
Confuse the shit out of her. And then finally she goes, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on? And you go, I don't know. I'm not into it. That's breaking up. Let me just, that's great, Chris. Here.
Even back then, Brian just sounded so rapey, innit? Even back then. No wonder he gave Kalala's sister the creeps, innit? Remember Kalala's sister? Kalala's sister immediately was put off by Brian. She could sense the grapey vibes from him immediately as soon as he walked through the door. But Jesus Christ, Callan, man. Jesus Christ. Hide your daughters, mate. Hide your fucking daughters. Callan's about.
I'm saying is that's the fucking
On a scale
new game.
of passive aggressive and not doing anything
Right.
and just staying in the relationship to killing the person, that's another way you can break up, but that's the extreme. I would say that the best way for a girl to break up with a guy, if you want the guy to break up with you, you want them to break up with you. So one thing you can do as a girl is you can shit on the floor.
Whoa, whoa.
Shit the
Hey,
floor
man.
or the rug.
But what if the guy's like a weird German who's into it?
Mm-hmm. Or just
Well,
what
my
if a
friend,
guy's
my
like,
friend Morgan Murphy said that to me. I started doing stand-up. I'm kind of doing one of her jokes, but that would work. So I just want to make sure I give her credit for
what
that.
did she say on stage?
She goes,
Shut up, Callan. You ruined it, mate. Callan ruined it. Callan ruined the vibe. Let's go back to TV Reddit. Dylan Dennis, great guy, never met him. Did some terrible shit.
Listen, Dylan is a troll, but he's a good dude. He's a good person. He's done some terrible shit I don't condone. You know.
Can you be a good person and also do terrible shit that you don't condone? Is that possible? Can somebody be a good person but also do terrible, terrible things? Is that possible? Or do those terrible things that you do negate how much of a good person that you are, and now you're more judged by, or you're more seen as, or your reputation is more defined by the terrible things that you do?
The route he went with Logan, stuff like that, I definitely didn't like.
Oh yeah, do you remember when Logan called him out about that, by the way? Do you remember Brendan getting caught in between that? Do you remember that? That's another bit of drama I forgot about. Do you remember Logan calling out Brendan? Telling him he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about when Brendan was fucking suing him and shit. Do you remember that? That was so fucking funny, man. Brendan burned his bridge with Logan Paul because he tried to like say something about... Yeah, I remember. That was fucking brilliant, man. I forgot about that. That was so funny.
This guy...
Oh, anyway. Bappa shamed Theo out of being a casual.
Just two more. This one I thought was funny. This is just MMA fighting saying rumor. Theo's already in the seat for UFC 390.
Bro, I'm not going to take credit for this, but I am.
Go for it.
When we did King of the Sting and Theo was just getting in the UFC, he would show up for the main event or the main card, like the third last fight, and I roasted him. I said, dude, you know how fucked that up is? You know how fucked up that is?
Yes, I remember this.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
I was like, dude, the real fights are in the prelims. Those are the guys you need to watch. Those guys fighting for their meals. Those are the guys that need support. And Theo was like, Theo made some joke, and now he does it.
Yep.
Just saying, I was the first one to call him out, be like, you can't show up for the fucking main card. Don't be that guy. And now he's doing it.
And you'd always call him out for his
shitty tweets.
God, dude. That was funny.
Imagine taking credit for somebody watching prelim fights. And by the way, this is not true. Number one, I very much doubt Brendan himself watched prelims. He's definitely said on many occasions he doesn't watch the prelims. He only watches the main fights anyway, on the main cards. He barely even watches the fight nights. I think he only sticks to watching the fucking main cards or the numbered cards, and for the most of the time, you'd imagine someone like him is probably on his phone all the time checking out addies and baddies and shit. So I don't even believe what he's saying. But I also remember what he's talking about, that period. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Brendan said what he said to Theo because he felt a little bit jealous that Theo was being embraced by the UFC really early on. I think that was during King of the Sting. So he tried to put Theo down a bit. Like, even though you're getting seats, you're getting good fucking front row seats to go see these fights, like Brendan was sort of, taking it upon himself to kind of bring Theo down a peg or two by reminding him that, oh, you're not even watching it right. I think that was mostly what it was about. It wasn't like he was giving him sincere advice as to how to support fighters or how to really enjoy the UFC and have the best experience. No, he suggested he should watch the prelims because he was trying to bring him down a peg or two as to like, oh, you don't even deserve to be there. So this is all fucking nonsense. But what a strange thing to fucking want credit for. Like a person watching, like, what? I'm more curious as to why Theo has never appeared on Tfatk ever since, the split from fucking King and the Sting. Especially since they live in Austin, and Theo also lives in Austin, right? Or has a home in Texas at least. That's what I'm curious about. Why did Theo never fucking call in for the fucking £1 episode? Why hasn't Theo been on any of their bits of content, just popping in? Theo hasn't even, popped in or Skyped in for Golden Hour. Hasn't popped in or Skyped in for Tfatk. I want to know that. Forget taking credit for the things that he's done. Why doesn't he come on your show anymore? That's what I'd love to know. But hey, what do I know? Next clip. Maiden voyage of the Corvette that made Bappa not want to drive it home. That sounds rough. Like, having cars must be a big status symbol in America, isn't it? Because I still can't work out why somebody that's got like 3 kids has so many. Like, doesn't he have like 3 cars like this? I think that are not like family friendly. Like, I think he has 2 maybe the Dodge Demon and this. Like, surely at least one. You don't need two, right? You don't need two-seater cars if you've got like a family. But it must be like an integral American thing to like have a fleet of cars, so it shows like you're really wealthy, you're really rich, you've made it. You know what I mean? Successful. Like, I don't know why you'd want or why you'd need so many. Like, maybe max 3, maybe max 3, like a city car, an off-road car, maybe a nice little weekend car or something. But like 7. And then you've got multiple pickup trucks. Like, Jesus, like how many is like, how and why? Just strange. But like I said, I think it's probably a cultural thing that I'm probably not that familiar with. Gotta get those popularity numbers up. Joanna Zanella, TV host and actress who received the Gabriella Award in Excellence for Voz Latina for playing a lead role in South America soap, which is hilarious. Her family moved to Guadalajara, Mexico when she was a baby. 10 years later, they returned to California. Okay, so she's not actually... So her family aren't from there. She was born there, but her family aren't from Guadalajara. They moved there when she was a baby, which I guess is technically still the same thing, but hey. Look how the Redac holds a pen. Brilliant, by the way. Callan's not feeling the new vet.
Is your dick hard?
No.
Gay man.
Well,
Gay man.
Hold on.
You gay man.
Let me try to.
It's not a big
let me
deal.
try to get excited. Hold on.
No, it's like when you see tits, you're like, it does nothing for me.
No. Be
you
cool.
know, chin's not into chicks.
No. Hold on.
This is like,
Man, this thing's got a chassis on it.
Oh no.
What is that thing? It's a Corvette.
Yeah, Brian doesn't get it either. Brian even doesn't get it. There must be hundreds of pouches in that chair. We've seen that clip already, right? Him
Really?
sticking the thing in the chair.
I think so. I think you got him out there sooner.
Disgusting, by the way. Comedy podcast hosted by likable chaps.
Look at this.
Look at that
was
cow. Look at that fucking cow.
Yeah, and that's just somebody, and she looks real happy, doesn't she? Your entire brand.
Of course. Also, this whole term of plus size model, it's fat models. We gotta quit. We call it what it is. There's a category called fat models.
Yeah.
It's not plus size. It's fat models.
It's unhealthy.
Yes.
Diabetic, metabolic syndrome people.
But their sales sucked cock in all this when they're doing all this.
That's right. There was no money in it.
There's never been money in it. That's why the Disney CEO had to resign, because they're eating cock.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Lovely guys, right? Lovely guys. Great and awesome that people support Diddy and R. Kelly.
Because you always have a better tempo on this. What happens to him when he comes out, and does he get back to...
That's what's great about that culture. Like...
Black culture?
Yeah. Like even R. Kelly could sell out Madison Square Garden.
They're there.
Because they've been burnt by the system so many times.
Yeah.
R. Kelly could sell out Madison Square Garden. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I don't think R. Kelly would sell out Madison. I don't think he would have sold out even before he went to prison. Like, I don't think he's as popular as he once was in the past. Just time moves on, man. He's a fucking old guy. R. Kelly must be in his 60s now, right? At least, maybe 50s. But that's an old man. He hasn't put out music in a long time. I don't know. He's not selling out Madison Square Garden. No fucking way.
Even though the video of Diddy beating up, homegirl came out, they still go, yeah, that's terrible, but he's still our guy, and also he still made great music.
And he got railroaded as far as people.
And you guys tried fucking him. It's kind of like with them trying to do the RICO
government.
Act and all that crazy stuff. The black culture goes, hold on, you're trying to fuck another one of us over, and they rally around their own.
Mm-hmm. So,
which is awesome.
And I'm sure.
Okay, cool, whatever. Texas Cope and what unethical endorsement be?
Our boy Rogan swears by marijuana. I'll tell you.
Okay, we saw that one already. The weed thing. Bappa Show highlights. What's this? Bappa Show. This is Shorb Show highlights. I'm assuming.
UFC's popping. We're gonna come out the gate hot here. We're gonna come out the gate hot. I'll do a full breakdown.
Big up Jack Donahue Jr. I swear to God, AZ, if you associate Brendan's redacted activities with some American cultural normality, I'm gonna report this channel to Legs and Netanyahu. Is hilarious. To be fair, to my fault, my representations of my examples of American culture come from what, like Brendan, Wings of Redemption, and DSP and shit. You know, probably not the best examples of your great country. Brendan Shaw, Wings of Redemption, and Dark Side fucking Phil.
UFC 319 with Jesse on fire. We do it for all the big pay-per-views, but we're gonna come out the gate hot here. The kids are just too good at interneting these days. You're not gonna catch them in every facet. They're right up there for the big boys. They're right up there with the big boys. What's the difference? So you know when the WNBA wore shirts that say "Pay us what we're worth," and then WNBA could have went Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Brother, man, take your time. When you're marble mouthed like him and you can barely read and you're clearly dyslexic and also stuff from CTE and you're obviously dumb too, so it's like a triple threat. Just take your time. Like, take your time, record the ad reads properly, so you give the people that send you these ads value for money, and maybe you keep them on, you know, for the next round of fucking ads and shit. Just mumbling this stuff into the mic, like head that, like, what the fuck, man? I'm surprised these advertisers come back. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're definitely not getting value for your money, are you?
Situations, Progressive. Sometimes I'm fucking right on the nose. A lot of times I'm off. MMA's tough to predict. So, given an idea of how this fight's going to go, I usually, even if I'm speaking on my ass, I can come up with a narrative to influence some people into thinking that this guy's going to win or this guy's going to win. And I truly believe it. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. That's MMA. Competitive fight in any facet. And so many videos of him just doing this.
Any facet. I wonder why he loves that phrase so much. Any facet. What's with that phrase in particular? Does he think it makes him sound smart? Any facet. He loves that phrase.
Yeah, he's not really going for speed there. So
what a sweetheart.
Yeah. Georgie blowing up, dude. I love to see it. I just talked to him the other day.
Okay, cool. Brilliant. Brian is depressed and slaving away at the mothership every night and cooking in Texas heat every day.
My thing.
Let's play this one. What's Brian depressed?
I did the mothership every night, but I did, other than that, I did
Now is the
nothing.
Is the mothership? But they have their headliners Friday, Saturday, right?
Yeah, so you do the little room, right? You do.
Oh, okay.
But it's
so
great.
they're in the main room.
I'm
and then
working out a bunch of shit. That's fine. Crowds are always great, but other than that, I didn't do a thing.
Sometimes that's nice.
Like, yeah, but you know, like yesterday, I was like, some days you just, when I say I had no motivation, I mean, even getting up, like that's not like me.
Is that depression, Bubba?
I do think it's just.
You get a little.
What's going on with Brian then? Do you think Brian is finally getting to around the point where he's figuring out that maybe stand up is just, you know, is this over, man? Like, he's back into the good graces of Rogan. He's got good gigs at the mothership. He's in the bosom of the fucking, you know, he's in the belly of the beast, so to speak. Not really, so to speak, but you know, he's in the place where he's meant to be, and he's not happy still. You know, maybe this is time to hang it up, mate. It's all right. Let the kids have some room and tell their ha ha he jokes. You know, if you're depressed that you're performing at the mothership, if you're depressed when you're surrounded by Rogan and all the Kill Tony guys, maybe it's time to hang up the fucking microphone.
I wasn't feeling that good. I was a little under the weather, maybe a little bit. And I was sitting there and I was like, you know, and then I was like, I should write some stand up. And when I tell you that I was about as funny as fucking, see, now I can't even think of somebody.
You're about as funny as
Brendan Schaub.
AIDS.
Yeah.
Sunday blues.
I had the Sunday blues. I loafed. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's
Weird.
not like you.
Yeah. The heat doesn't help. You know, I don't know. Yeah.
The heat's still not bothering me, man.
I love it. I'm just saying it just didn't make me want to get up and go. But it was also just.
Usually the heat makes me want to go.
What is
if
that?
it's cold outside, I don't want to do shit.
Winston Churchill used to call it a touch of the black dog. I had a touch of the black dog. Maybe it is.
Black dog means depression, buddy.
So black people are depressing too. So yeah, I love this, man. I love this. This is a hilarious fucking development. Hilarious development, because the whole reason why Brendan was fucking encouraging or forcing and pushing Brian to move to Texas was to resuscitate his comedy career. Brian generally thought it was going to be the big thing that he needed to suddenly start selling out theaters and shit, and maybe start doing arenas, which is fucking incredibly delusional, and whatever else it may be. He got to Austin, Texas. He got in the good, he got in the clique. He became a part of the crew. He performs quite often there in the mothership based on the pictures I saw of him on Instagram. But now maybe Brian Callen's finally realizing that even though he's got everything that he wanted over there, he's doing exactly what he wanted over there. That he's just not fulfilled. He's just not, this maybe isn't the thing that he wants to do forever and ever. Because fundamentally, Brian has never really wanted to be a stand-up anyway. If you know your Tfatk law, you'll know that Brian always wanted to be an actor first. For some reason, one of Brian's early agents told him he was going to be the next Tom Hanks. So he was always kind of positioning himself in that way. He wanted to do more comedic roles, be a serious actor. Of course, that all got derailed when he got accused of rape in the first place. But he would never want to be a stand-up comedian. He just happened to be decent at it. He kind of took to it naturally, but he didn't ever want to be a stand-up. I don't think so. So it's no surprise that he's sort of like losing motivation or whatever else it may be with stand-up, because his heart has never really been into it. His heart has never been in it from the very, very start. What a funny development. I love it. Again, there's only so long you can do like man, dragon. I feel like I'm an adequate male. If I was Spanish and I was riding a horse, I would do this, I would do that. There's only so much of that type of comedy you can do in your 60s. There's only so much of that comedy you can do in your 60s. Like, come on. Let's do another one. First day of school outfit, by the way. Look at this. You gotta love fucking Slow Joe, innit? You have to love Slow Joe, innit? First day of school. So this is what she wore to take her kids back to school, yeah? Is it about the kids or is it about you? First day of school shenanigans. I'm surprised you spelled shenanigans correctly, to be fair. Meeting new mums. Hopefully they're cool. Really missing my Sierra mums. I guess that's Sierra Canyon in LA. Y'all was so special, you know who you are. She keeps talking about how much she misses LA, innit? She always keeps mentioning how much she misses LA. It seems like the cracks are starting to form. And she's starting to really come to terms with the fact that LA is not Austin. She's always mentioning it now. She's always fucking mentioning how much she enjoys LA, how much she misses LA. So interesting. Let's continue here. First day of schools. Who could he be talking about? I don't know what this is about. Oh, this is Joe DeRosa, right? On Your Mum's House. What's he speaking about here?
I just got asked about somebody. Okay, I'm not going to say who.
Okay.
And so a guy I know brought up somebody else who has had accusations.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, you know about that? And he was like, yeah. He goes, it seems like a great guy. And I go, yeah. I mean, other than the stuff. And he goes, is it possible that somebody can be redeemed? I go, yeah. They're just like a cooler now. And he was like, yeah, shit. He was like, yeah, I don't know. He seemed like a guy, a nice guy. I was like, for sure, man.
Did you see the Theo Vaughn, Cat Williams?
Jesus Christ, how old is this episode? Theo Vaughn, Cat Williams, that's fucking old. But yeah, I think a lot of them are like that, to be fair. I think a lot of them have very loose morals, principles. I don't know. They're just strange people, man. Like, there is nothing someone can do that will make them not be their friend. Like, it's just strange. Like, very, 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 very bizarre how they judge people. If someone, and I guess most of it has to do with clout. If you're famous enough, you can get away with anything in that crew, in that kind of comedians crew. If you've got enough fame, you can get away with anything. So it is what it is. No one has point blank called this grift a liar. Still surprised no one has ever exposed his lie about being in the NFL. Was never on any NFL team, spring, fall practice squad roster. He was invited along with 30 other college seniors to an open tryout. How he has the balls to say he played in the NFL is diabolical. Many of us cats have called him out, but I have yet to see his absolute sham called out in a large scale of his thousands of lives. This is the one that really gets me. He has a host of pods. He goes on to say ex-NFL, ex-UFC, having one-day tryouts is not playing in the NFL. But that's the thing, though. Like, after watching that Mutahar thing, right? Mutahar, when he said the fake engineer sort of scandal, it's made me realize that I think lying is the way to go, in this content space, I really fucked myself not being more of a liar, not being more of a charlatan. Because lying actually gets you places. Like lying in the beginning about your upbringing, about your background, about, you know, everything actually works. Especially if you've got people next to you who have got maybe some money or some stuff. Borrowing someone's watch and flexing like it's yours, taking a picture of someone's car and making it feel like it's your, like, there is a lot to be gained from lying. Like, don't doubt it. Some of the biggest, richest people in the world are now doing fucking crypto scams, all this sort of stuff. Like, lying is so profitable, so fucking profitable. So, yeah, the NFL lie, you know, it's helped him, you know, in the long term. People are like, yeah, look at this guy, he's a real badass. He fought in the UFC and he's a fucking NFL. It's like, ugh. Yeah, I think he's also lucky that, you know, Brendan's lucky, you'd imagine, because people like Joe and stuff aren't the biggest NFL fans or football fans as well, so they wouldn't have called him out on that either. So you can kind of get away with that sort of stuff. And I can think of it too, off the top of my head, sorry. I can't think of many people from football or in general, college sports outside the UFC that have spoken to fucking Rogan anyway, you know? Like outside of track and field as well. I can't think of any. So yeah, lying works, man. Lying helps, lying works, lying helps, lying works, unfortunately. If we got Family Shorb on the feud, name one country you most admire.
A country you most admire.
Africa is a country.
Africa is a country. No, it isn't, you fucking donut. Oh, that clip is awful. Africa's a country. Like, what? Okay, cool. Africa is a country. It's a continent, but hey, let's continue. Cool, we got that. Let's see what else you got to talk about here quickly. Where does she work?
Lady in the back who works at the front.
Yeah.
What was that? Lady in the back who works at the front. The fuck was that about?
Lady in the back who works at the front.
Yeah.
Lady at the back who works at the front. How does that work then? How the fuck does that work? How are you at the back but work at the front? Brandon forced to watch 20. Oh, ZR1 review. Oh, they spliced it with him crying about people thanking him for doing the comedy special. Honestly, this is one of the most pathetic videos of all time too. This is so fucking pathetic.
So, one more thing, Brennan. The team and I have been working on some stuff for the last few weeks.
Actually, do you guys remember what he was actually crying about in this episode of the show? Do you guys remember this law? What was he upset about in the beginning of the show? Was this the same time that Chris D'Elia got cancelled? Why is he so upset in the first place? Like, teary-eyed and shit.
To surprise you with.
Okay, come on.
So I'll just play it for you.
No way.
Look at him biting stuff. Look.
My whole life, I've never really been into Corvettes. They just haven't really been my thing. So then a few weeks ago...
By the way, I keep mentioning it every time he comes on the screen, but I'm not a big fan of Doug Morrow. I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit of a hater when it comes to Doug Morrow. I know he's one of the most popular fucking car YouTubers out there and he's killing it. But I'm a known hater of Doug Morrow. I'm not going to lie. Not for me. Not for me.
I got an email from a viewer in Atlanta, Georgia, who invited me down to come and check out his Corvette, the ultimate Corvette, a C6 Corvette ZR1. So I figured, might as well give it a shot. I'll start the tour with something I always found to be a little odd about the Corvette ZR1. Now, a lot of exotic cars have clear hoods so that you can see the cool engine. The ZR1 also has a clear hood.
Such a good edit.
Hello.
Such a good edit.
But when the ZR1's hood is closed, you can't see the whole engine and all of its cool parts and pieces. You just see the engine cover. I've always found that to be a little strange.
Climb inside, though, and it looks like a regular Corvette. The base price of the ZR1 was $105,000 just 8 years ago, and inside...
He really starts sobbing when he sees his family and his friends and stuff. Look at him, he's sobbing like, fucking hell, Brendan, man. Such a fucking baby. Like, why are you crying this much? Like, so bizarre. Just the whole thing as well. Like, Chin making a video for him, for his friends, saying thank you for recording Gringo Pappy. What?
Well, regular Corvette buttons and center screen, regular Corvette climate control vents, regular Corvette shift lever and center control stack, regular Corvette dashboard and floor mats, regular Corvette manual reclining seats, regular Corvette gauges with a little ZR1 logo, regular Corvette stalks for the turn signals and the windshield wipers, regular Corvette switchgear for the climate controls, and a regular Corvette parking brake.
Yeah, that's it. Big up the Maz and him acting like he didn't know. What's worse then? What's worse? Chin making this video with a lot of enthusiasm, or Brendan pretending like he didn't know this was coming up and acting surprised? What's worse? What is fucking worse? Acting surprised? I'm saying, nah, fuck you. No more on this fucking, I don't know. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Look at it.
It sticks up out of the center console. It even has that regular GM font for the odometer and that typical General Motors green glow for the heads-up display. And let's be honest, on the outside, it looks pretty regular too, considering this is a six-figure Ultra Corvette with...
Honestly, he's cried so much on stream, innit? Or via recording. It's not even during live stream. He's pre-recording these things, so he could easily just not upload them. This guy cries a lot in it. For a former UFC fighter, heavyweight, all that fucking shit, he's always fucking crying. And it's always about the most stupidest things. It's like, or not even stupidest. It's always about the things that you wouldn't expect him to be crying about. It's like, why are you sobbing like this? Like, what a weird guy.
638 horsepower. You have to admit that most people would probably look at it and think it's just a Corvette. But then again, none of this stuff really matters if it's amazing behind the wheel. So how does it drive? I started off on normal roads.
Oh, so that engine we heard, it just sounds like that then. That the way we heard Brendan's car starting, I guess the engine just sounds that way. It's nothing wrong with his car.
So on low speeds, I don't feel like I'm driving anything but a standard Corvette. This feels like a fairly rational...
I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. That's a fucking brilliant edit, by the way. How much longer does Chin last? How much longer does Chin last? Interesting post here. Interesting post. It's usually pretty dark whenever they RIP. Most of the time, deservingly. The last couple of episodes, with the 500th episode of drinking. No, let me say that again. It's usually pretty dark whenever they RIP Chin. This last episode with 5,000, with the 50,000 drinking intervention, had me in tears. Bro is literally always just saying bullshit. It's insane he's made it this long. He also sucks at looking things up, despite us being 3 years into the modern AI, and sometimes just completely misses the fucking boat of understanding what the topic is. He's much younger than me, which used to be which people used to think was really fucking cool and impressive, which it actually isn't. You know, coat jackets and shit. I don't know. You just gotta be, you know, you have to move, but you have to move when it comes to these sort of things. But yeah, let's continue. Let's do. There's a lot of fucking people out here today, innit? Jesus Christ. Let's do. Do we have it with you now? Yeah, we do. Cool. Let's play this track. Let's play this track. Big up Matthew. Big up, you know, big up everybody associated with this one. Let's just press play.
This afternoon, police are investigating after someone was hurt in a paintball incident involving live streamers.
A few moments later.
Shit. Wrong video. Sorry. Let me rewrite this. So, how long do you think Chin's gonna last? That's what I want to do. How long Chin's gonna last? Someone's hypothesizing here. My bet is he'll be gone in 2026. But seriously, I'm curious what the community thinks. How long do you think Chin has got? How long does he last? Do they mean how long he stays alive, or how long he lasts at Tfatk? I think he's at Tfatk until the wheels fall off. I think he's decided to hitch his wagon to Brendan and Brian until the wheels fall off. There is no other exit plan, unless somebody presents him with a sick ass job too. He's like literally lays it in his lap. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the best prices are out there. No fucking idea of what age and shit. But I think he'll outlive everybody. I think he's on one of the type of people that's gonna be just lucky, you know. Never has anything on them, but somehow he's able to get a hold of shit. You get me? So, what can you do? Let's move on. Okay, cool. The rest of it I'll probably do that tomorrow. Then I'll leave that first page there. Let's go back to this woman then. What's this? Vile kick streamer Xena got arrested and banned. Let's see this. I don't know who the fuck is Xena. Big up 15 minutes of shame. Who the fuck is Xena? Xena got banned. I don't know who the hell that is. So let's just quickly do this and get it going.
This afternoon, police are investigating after someone was hurt in a paintball incident involving live streamers.
A few moments later.
Xena, do you need a lawyer or something?
The vile kick streamer Xena the Witch was finally arrested.
I have no idea who this woman is, by the way. Xena the Witch. I don't know why they call her vile. Is she vile because she says racist things? Says does vile shit? I don't know idea who fucking Vinus is. But big up Vinus.
After assaulting an innocent citizen with a paintball gun.
Jesus
and on
Christ.
top of that, she got banned on Twitch for 1,000 years. And I'm not even exaggerating with that number. First, we'll take a look at the paintball incident. Then I'll give you a brief history as to why this was not surprising at all. And then finally, we'll take a look at the arrest. Without further ado, let's get started.
This afternoon, police are investigating after someone was hurt in a paintball incident involving live streamers. Saturday night, a victim reported being hit by a paint.
We got Keepy AZ. You think Papa's trying to make Chin quit? Nah, he's not. I think he really wants to help him out. He wants to see him glow up, but unfortunately, Chin just one of those type of people that, you know, until he gets that point, no point holding his hands off. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. Let's continue on.
Paintball along Lakeshore Boulevard. Police say multiple live streamers were armed with paintball guns while taking part in a scavenger hunt earlier that day. The victim went to Austin Emergency on Riverside Drive to file a police report. The case is being investigated as assault with injury, and so far, no one's been arrested.
On Saturday, Austin police say someone reported they had been shot by a paintball gun earlier in the day. Police believe multiple live streamers armed with paintball guns were participating in a scavenger hunt along Lakeshore Boulevard.
Jesus
where did she
Christ.
shoot you? In the...
I'd be so mad if I was on that lake. Look how fucking pristine and beautiful that lake looks, right? If I was on that lake, or if I was having a hike through the park, jogging, walking, having my fun, and somebody hit me with a fucking paint gun, a water, whatever, I'd be so fucking pissed. I'd literally run after them in the store trying to get the like. Honestly, I wouldn't have it. I would never ever have it. Jesus Christ, what an absolute idiot. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that was gonna hurt. That was gonna hurt for the most part. But yeah, there we go. Tyler's not accepted in the US, it seems like, because her sales chart data thing for weekly sales was really low. I think I read somewhere it was near around like the, what was it, 90%. So yeah, it's goes back to the drawing board, I guess. Goes back to the drawing board, I guess. Come on, man. This ain't her. Be real, be fierce. Don't need to be down and somber and shit. This is us. This is us. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Cool. What else is gonna go in? We're going to work. There we go. Higher ups are coming too. Cool. One sec. Quickly pulled out the ting and then boom, here we are. Here we fucking are.
Do you know who it was?
As all of this played out, the people who were part of this were filming on cameras and streaming it live online.
She just got shot in the thigh by one of your team.
In the clip, you can hear one of them say another group of streamers shot someone who was at the Epic Sub paddleboard and rental kayak business along Lady Bird Lake.
So these clowns are participating in the Ice Poseidon scavenger hunt event, which might make good content for some to watch, but they're not doing it in a safe way. You see, instead of renting a paintball field and just going at it in a normal way where you can't harm any innocent citizens, it looks like Ice Poseidon decided to just do this in the middle of a park. Well, something was bound to happen, and it did. At that time, they weren't able to locate or identify the suspect, but like I said, she will get arrested later on. Now, the reason why it doesn't surprise me that she's the one getting arrested is that Xena has a long history of violence. Apparently, she spent 2 years in prison for assaulting people, and I'm going to show you several clips that will show you just how vile this woman actually is. The first clip went viral last year. Her and another individual were taking an Uber, and then she got into an argument with the Uber driver, and she decided to steal his phone and smash it. Take a look at this.
Let's see. Thank you so much. Big up Andrew Huberman. He's been a breath of fresh air for that sort of stuff. Big up Andrew Huberman.
I mean, like,
You shouldn't be talking to me like this.
You just told us we're gonna walk because you don't understand the GPS.
That what is telling me.
You can see here that she whipped out a taser. Just a small argument with an Uber driver is a reason for her to resort to violence because that's just who she is.
Easy's back, easy back, easy.
So I can get my money.
I also need a new luggage, hand luggage I can kind of use versatility around. That's not as big as my check one as well. That might be a good idea. But yeah, big up them. They're fucking. Come on now, okay, here it goes. Cool, let's see. What's the stars here? It says Neptune is in line. You could. 4 language, okay, cool. Why not? I don't know, Jesus Christ, these people. Okay, continuing on. Let's do this one and then we can move on to one more video. Then I might have to bounce because I need to fucking shower and my body feels disgusting. So let's do. Yeah, let's just continue. I don't care about Xena. We'll talk about Xena another time. Let's do. Oh, I don't know, man. Let's just finish a bit of Xena.
No, I want him to hit us. You're not touching my phone. That's a federal crime.
My phone.
Where is it, old man? Do you have Alzheimer's? Are you okay in the head? Are you okay in the head? Did you drop it? Literally losing his mind. Now he lost. Whose phone is this? Is this your phone? Do you have dementia? The fuck? Record that. Is that his phone? Is this man's phone? Fuck this whole. Is that man's phone? Ask where his phone is. What? Bro, this.
Jesus.
He picked us up from.
Those are some disgusting bitches right there. The fact that they're willing to break this man's property and threaten him with a taser over a misunderstanding, really? Imagine if everyone in the world acted like this. It would be pure chaos. The next clip I want to show you is of Xena attacking these people because, I don't know, she's jealous or something. Take a look at this.
Subliminally. Channel 4, Channel 3 news. Holy shit, is that who I think it is?
You were
always fighting.
Were you enjoy it?
Fucking hell.
Yep.
Is that Jalen?
Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Xena, I love it. Let me go. Let me go. Yep. Xena, yeah. Oh my god. Beat my ass.
I love it. I love it.
Let me go. I got what I wanted. I got what. I got what I wanted. Yeah, I did want some more too, right?
What? Jesus Christ. Chill.
Are you running?
Yeah.
Are you good? Can we get the cops? Yeah, she's still attacking me.
No, you shooting.
I said I want more. Back.
Chill.
Want to test my patience?
Please,
like
calm down.
Chill.
What is wrong? Get her out the room now. Drag her in the other room. I'm a off.
Stop.
No. Just leave. You don't want to get in trouble. Trust me. Just go.
You should leave.
Jesus Christ. Is that Zoe Spencer? Is that her?
You should leave.
Honestly, there are so many clips like that I could just pull 10 or 15 of them without a single problem. But I'm going to show you one more, and then we'll get back to the story about the paintball gun. Because trust me, it is satisfying to see the dumb bitch finally get arrested.
Opens their legs and bats fly out like the fucking Austin Bridge. Dude, every night at sunset, the bats fly out of her snatch to eat insects because their pussy's so nasty. Yo, that's why they put her on a yacht, bro, so they could get her offshore. Because everybody in New York was saying that pussy stinks.
I believe that entirely.
I'm just talking facts, bitch. You're dumb as hell. The only thing you've got is violence.
Guess what?
Come on. No way. Stop. Guys, stop. Penny, stop. Immediately.
Is that a woman beating up a guy? What did she do there? She just rolled up and just started wailing on him.
Hell, the only thing you've got is violence.
Guess what?
Come on.
Fucking hell.
No way. Stop. Guys, stop. Penny, stop. Immediately stop. No.
I've had so many videos age restricted on this channel that I know what I can show and cannot show. And trust me, if I would show you this, it would get demonetized instantly. She just started smacking the dude and started choking him out. She is a psycho. Now, after the incident, it got a little bit viral. The news picked up on it. And then her boyfriend told the world that she was banned. And not only banned for a week or for a month. You'll see what I mean in just a moment.
Damn, Xena actually got banned. She definitely lost her KCIP, bro. That's for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Chat, she showed me how long she got banned for, but she doesn't want me to say. Hold on, I'm trying to convince her to make it public, bro. She's being scared, bro. Yeah, can you just say how long you got banned?
Interesting.
She's gonna try to act weird.
Come on, Renee, right?
Say to me, I bet.
Involved you because you asked me.
I'm just saying, can you just say how long you got banned?
Oh.
Just give an update for the people, bro.
Who are the people?
Come on, Pamela Anderson.
Who is
Whatever
not the
your
people?
person
Just
is.
give an
Come
update, please. Why are you...
Tell them it was a permaban. Say that.
You got permabanned?
Okay,
Yeah, it was
maybe.
perma.
Cool.
Yeah, tell them that.
That's what they said? Yes, I seen it. I'm asking if you can tell them.
Oh, then no. I was showing you.
So you want to keep it private?
No, I'm going to put it in my own Discord. Okay.
Why don't you say when you get unbanned? Alright, I'm gonna just show y'all this. This is how long she's banned.
Now, this is some funny shit. They could just say you're permanently banned, but instead of saying that, they're saying that she will get unbanned on August 12th, 3024, in exactly 1,000 years. So if she managed to break the world record of longevity by like tenfold and lives to 1,000 years old, she will be able to get access to her Kick account back. I feel like they're just rubbing salt in the wound at that point, and it is hilarious. Now let's move on to the arrest, because now you have the entire context.
Oh, fuck no, bro.
Oh, shit. Whose car was it?
Yo. Why are we getting pulled over?
SCP or bunch of my Jesus Christ. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate all of you. I'm gonna save the rest of this for tomorrow. And a few other bits and bobs as well, if they come about, we're gonna save this for tomorrow. And a few other bits and bobs when they come around for day 4. Thank you for tuning in. Smash the like, hit subscribe, join the Patreon. Ralph Barboza stand-up comedy special reaction from me going up there very, very soon this week. So keep an eye out for the Blazer for more details. Subscribe to the Discord, hang out with loads of cool, interesting people out here, right? I hope nothing is too, straight fucking card coded. People just can't be having fun, shit and shit. And it's never that deep, but hey, maybe it is that deep for Brenda, you know? Maybe not. Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? But big up Stan Smith for being open to trying new things and fucking it up and shit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But like, hey, 9 times out of 10 when that shit's busting, it's busting, you know? But hey, what do I know? Let's continue. Let's end it there. Let's end it there. So smash the like button, hit subscribe. Don't be a stranger, don't be a loser. Smash the like button, hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow, alright? For another episode of Random Show. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.